getting started. Episode 38 of Kill Tony. You guys know how the show works. Comedians sign up for the chance to get 1 minute on the stage to get some kind of help in any way from us. And you know that your 60 seconds is up when you hear that meow of a kitty. Aww, so adorable. You should wrap it up right around then, because if you run your time, then you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear.
Was that longer than a minute? Like
that's my kind of bear.
That's a long bear.
Yeah.
It's longer than your set.
The elephant gave a bear the minute. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he made an elephant come at the end of that.
Yes.
Anyway, so let's get it going. Your first.
Imagine if an elephant squirted. That would be fucking.
I mean, I would have never imagined it until you brought it up.
That's like a.
Now I'll have to think about it a lot. Yeah, it's something I don't want to ever think.
I'm gonna go change.
Does it squirt on us? Is that what you're playing?
Oh, well, I don't know.
Shit, I hope you get back in your apartment soon. If you're thinking this shit, you've been outside too long.
Just saying, well, an elephant coming, I don't think that was a real far stretch.
They should have a zoo where it's only animals that squirt.
They do. It's called the Spearmint Rhino. Thank you. I'll close on that one. I'm going to head out of here.
Well, we got momentum. Let's get our first comedian up here. And they go by the name of Gian Whitney. Coming from deep as a gullet.
So I realized I can't call my family when I'm feeling down. So one time I did an open mic and I just fucking bombed. And the next day I called my brother and I was like, James, you know, maybe I'm not funny. And he goes, yeah, maybe. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're only funny to like your family. I was like, okay, thanks. Can you put Dad on the phone? So my dad gets on. He goes, hi, Gene, how are you doing? I was like, I'm okay, but I got a speeding ticket. And he goes, what? What? You are screwing your life up, aren't you? Son of a bitch, are you in porno? I was like, what? No, I'm not in porno. You need to come home, damn it. You need to come home and be a nurse. So now when I'm feeling down, I just keep my feelings inside. I don't call them. I don't miss them. They can go fuck themselves. Thank you.
Wow. Look at that. Exactly a minute. Exactly. Fuck yeah. How long have you been out here?
I've been out here about a year. I've been doing this about 6 months.
Where are you from?
I'm from Indiana.
What part?
Southern Indiana, Evansville.
Evansville. I've been there.
Oh, really?
What a shithole.
I know, it's so
The
bad.
comedy club was next to a Chuck E. Cheese.
There's a comedy club there?
There was. It closed because it was a fucking.
Is it the Funny Bone?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was terrible.
Yeah, I'm very sorry that you had to experience that.
Did you go to the...
I did. It's one of my worst experiences. I showed up to do the gig, and there was a giant, like, Wheel of Fortune on the stage. I go, what's that all about? They said, oh, everyone here is in a raffle to win a ticket to the Super Bowl, and right before you go on stage, they're going to select the winner. And I said, you mean after? They said, no, before. So right before I go on stage, they give this guy the Super Bowl tickets, and everyone else is in a shit mood because they just lost. So dude gets Super Bowl tickets, fails. And I walk up, and I'm a dick, so I just went, what's up, losers? And it was an uphill battle from that point on.
So it's probably good that you started comedy out here and not there.
Yeah, no, you would have written it down to your parents about how you ended it. And that's why.
I like the fact that your dad just went right to asking if you're in porno.
Yeah, he worries a lot.
Did he not know? Does he think you might be?
I don't know.
I mean, did he really ask that?
No.
Do you have a video on the internet that we should know about?
I don't know, do I?
I would
I hope not.
There's still time. You've only been out here 6 months.
Thanks, good. But no, he worries about me a lot, and he always jumps to the worst conclusion.
Porno's not the worst. There's a lot of money in porno. Yeah, just
Like if he had jumped to "Are you fucking elephants?" I mean, that'd be a jump.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I think you're funny.
Who would wait, that's just a sound effect this whole time? I thought we actually had a...
I like it. It was genuine. It was stuff I hadn't heard before, which is rare coming from a young comic. And, you could have gotten into it a little quicker. Just, you don't have to set up the whole picture. You just have to tell us what we know to get the joke. So you can just be like, my family are dicks. I have a bad set, and my brother's like, maybe I'm not funny, but, just get through it as fast as possible. Brevity is key in what we do. So it's just, what I try to do is I'll write out what I, like, word for word, and then I just take out all the words that I don't need. Like, so that's just bare minimum. Because as comics, we're conversational anyway. You're going to add the words. You're going to make it, it's not like you're just going to go up there and be like random sentence fragments. Like, you're going to make it so that they can fucking understand it. So you just really remember the punchline and shit and get to it as fast as you can.
Well, I always feel like I've got to set it up so they understand exactly what's going on.
You did it more like acting, like almost.
Yeah.
Like, you're not talking to me like if you told me the same story, you would tell me a different way than how you just did it.
Like it's like the way that you were talking to us right now and listening. That's kind of how you want to connect with that room. You just kind of want to tell them that story and then hit those punchlines, so that we're listening like you're talking to someone at a bar. That's what I think. I think it should always feel like, man, I was just talking to my brother, and God, he just jumps. He's on my ass, and then my dad got on the phone, told him about the speeding ticket. He thought I was poor. I said, yes, and I need money for coffee. It's just...
I need money for what?
Whatever you want to do. It's just... Oh, is that out loud?
And you can reset that and tell them like you told us that your dad always jumps to the worst conclusion. And then you could even have more things rattling off.
That's a good way.
And I'll also say this, even if you have a minute, I think you should always find your spot, take a breath, let the room adjust to seeing you for 1 second, say hi, and then just go for it. It's better to do like a minute. Sorry, that was my penis. Every once in a while it whistles when I feel I'm talking to a girl. But just a slow rise. Don't try and squeeze 2 minutes into 1 minute.
Just have 45 seconds in a minute. That's what I do.
It's true.
Like if I'm doing 30, I plan out 25. And worst comes to worst, I leave in 28 minutes.
Well, what if sometimes when they're like, oh, you can't leave in 28 minutes, you have to do, you've got 2 more minutes?
You have to do 2
Then just stand there.
I don't know what
Don't let
club
it
you're working
fucking
where that
squeeze you in.
happens. Yeah, I've never been to a club where they're like, you in 2 minutes.
You're in 28 minutes, stretch it.
Yeah.
I heard a story once about a comic who was supposed to do 30 minutes and they only did 26 and they tried to get off stage and the person was like,
Don't ever
"You have
listen
4
to any
minutes."
stories.
No, it's one thing if you're doing 45 and you bail at 30, but at 2 minutes, listen, comedy.
It's one thing if you're doing 1 minute and you try and get out at 50 seconds.
Yeah.
You fucking stay there for 10 more seconds.
But yeah, comedy club waitresses have drug problems. They want to get the fuck out of there quicker than anybody else. So it's like 2 minutes earlier, great, let's do blow.
For 6 months in, you're really comfortable on stage. Do you have like a acting or theater background or something?
Yeah, I went to acting school for 2 years.
There's an acting school?
There are plenty of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot willing to take your money. I went to ADA, which is on La Brea.
Oh, good. She's a thief.
I'm a thief.
No, she is.
No, the chick over
No, I'm kidding. She sounds great.
You have nice lips.
Oh, thank
There
you.
you go. Brian always has Brian's the chairman of wisdom right here.
He was looking right at me when he said it.
Gian, thank you so much.
Thank
That's
you.
Gian Whitney, everybody. Her first time on Kill Tony. She's on Twitter at Gian Lenora. Well, what's that? What's that last name? What is that? Oh, what is that? Your last name? Leonora?
What's wrong with your last name?
Oh, yikes. Leonora,
You just do
everybody.
it. You just change it like that. You just say, here's my last name, and stick with it.
Yeah, first name, middle name for the Twitter
I can't
handle.
change my name. I've already told someone it's
She
Leonora.
hasn't been on before. I swear to God, remember this list.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe she is in porn. Maybe her dad's right.
I would know.
Yeah, I love the point that you hit, and I think that's definitely something worth noting on this show, because I feel like that's often something that I hear people say is, oh, I think I went too often the note is that people are going too fast. And there's nothing worse than trying to squeeze in a minute and 20 seconds worth of jokes and punchlines into a minute and having nothing hit because nobody really knows, because you feel robotic. And so then we don't even get to really absorb the punchline. So it is very important to take your time on this. You know what I mean? Like a 45-minute, 45-second.
The truth is, I think even if you don't get to your punchline in your minute, you're going to have a minute on the chair, and you can even say, hey, here's where I was trying to get to.
I mean,
As long as it's a real conversation,
Right.
I think in life you should just talk about it and say, fuck, I didn't even get to my punchline. Well, maybe you were a little slow. It's
Right.
better.
That's
better
what the bear is for. That bear comes out. Okay, your next comedian, everybody. Here we go. Amir Khalil. Amir Khalil. From the back. There he is. He's already wiping the sweat. Love it. Amir, everybody. Bring it to the Amir.
Hi, guys. I really did not expect this. I had a dream with Shaquille O'Neal. He was dressed as Kazam, the genie, and he said he's going to grant me one wish. I said, I want to grow 3 more inches, but not taller. I mean, down there, And so he left. Your wish has been granted. And he disappears in a blunderbuss of smoke. I said, whew, all right. Thanks, Shaq. What am I supposed to do now with 2 3-inch dicks? You're looking at me like, I know what you can do with them. All right, that's my 1 minute, fellas.
That's 42 seconds.
Fuck
yeah.
Get back out there and do your 18 seconds. Not kidding.
All right, well, it's interesting.
Okay, well, let's start at the beginning. That's a good place. I like how you went right into it. If they don't get that you're referencing your dick, fuck them. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to say, down there. Like, it just kind of, I feel like it cheapens it a little bit. Just let it sit there. Because if anything else, it shows confidence in the joke. If I could just sit there and go, yeah, I just said that. I like that, yeah.
I think there should be more. I think it's like I'm waiting for there to be a Shaq thing.
Well, and I like the turn. I like the 2 3-inch dicks like that. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Here was my problem with it, because I think you're funny, and I think you're smart enough to know that. But it was a joke. So when you come up on stage, it almost felt like you could have been doing a knock joke. So you have to find a way to make it not feel like a joke.
Okay.
I mean, it was like everyone thought a genie. I had a dream about it. No, you didn't.
Right.
So immediately they're like, fucking, this is a real complicated dream he had. So it's tough to make that funny.
So you want to make it genuine to yourself.
Sometimes I wish I fucking could walk upon a genie and ask him for, a bigger dick.
Yeah.
Then they'll be like, well, fuck, we all wish we could ask for something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Instead of saying, hey, I had a dream last night about Shaq. That's a fucking shitty dream.
Yeah.
If you're dreaming about Shaq, you should be asking yourself some deeper questions. Especially if you're dreaming about Shazam, fucking don't go to bed.
Yeah. That's worse.
You know what I
than
mean?
Freddy
You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I want therapy now.
Get up there and talk about your day. You know, something funny happened today. Like tomorrow you can do a joke about how last night I did a fucking shitty dream joke. Oh, you see that? You see how funny that is?
Thank you.
I'm glad you said it. I didn't want to say it.
No, but he knows. He fucking knows.
Right.
Especially when you start attacking someone in the audience at 40 seconds in.
Thank you. That was great.
Yeah.
But just talk about your day. You're funny. You're relaxed. Just get some material.
Okay. Yeah, I really did not expect to go on tonight. That was fun.
I love that you said that, but you did sign up for the show, and you know,
Like when you get in your car and you drive somewhere, it's like, fuck, I didn't expect to drive there.
Right. Like, I mean, I
You win an
understand.
Academy Award deep down, you're hoping you get on that podium. So don't come up and pretend you don't want to be here. We know that you're here for a reason.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now, me personally, I do not want to fucking be here. I'm kidding. Comedy.
Thank you so much.
Thank
That's
you.
Amir
Thank you
Khalil.
guys. Thank you, everybody.
Amir Khalil Comedy on Twitter. That's at Amir Khalil, Kalil Comedy on Twitter. Fuck yeah. Kirk, you and I just did the Traverse Fest. You were there with me.
Yes, I was.
In a
Traverse City, Michigan, correct?
Yeah, in a winterland.
3 or 4 days, I saw you every day. So
Yeah.
total.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun, right?
There was laughter. I
Heck
enjoyed
yeah.
it. We drank at night and slept during the day.
That's right. Drank very
I
heavily.
told jokes
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah.
It's cold.
It's creepy when you go to a place that's on the East Coast and you're having that much fun, like the Comedy Fest, and you're around comedians, because all of a sudden you feel like you have a very serious problem when you're drinking at 5:30 in the morning.
First off,
But the night before it was 2:30 in the morning, you know. But it's like you look at the clock and you're just like, God, I'm still having a blast, and it's 5:30. But
First off, Geography King, Michigan is not on the East Coast.
it was more that the
It
time.
is if you're drinking at 5:30 in the morning.
Well,
Even
if you're
the
drinking
time
at
zone.
5:30 in the afternoon, Nevada is on the East Coast. If you're going to get that fucked up.
Time zone thing.
Yeah, it's East
I
Coast.
like
It
that.
was about the 3.
So basically, you can be anywhere you want.
It's still not on the East Coast. It's because Chattanooga's in the
But
East.
the East Coast has the same time zone as Michigan.
Well,
The East Coast, it depends on how far you want to go east.
I guess you're right.
Like I'm about as far east as I'd like to go. So this is the East Coast for me.
You don't do
We'll
Hollywood.
be right back.
And it really is. I'm telling you. And this was the inside joke all weekend with Kirk. He kept doing that at the most perfectly timed moments. If you know anything about Kirk, he's a fucking timing guru. So he'll sit on something for a while. Anyway,
5 years. I've been sitting on
it's
it for 5 years. I should have a house.
I bet you have been. Because you kept hitting me with that. He made me literally, my knees buckled so hard at one point. We were walking back to the
Well,
hotel.
your knees are very
Big group of it. I do have tiny
They
knees.
buckle
I
and
fell in the snow, and Matt jumped in the snow. He was having so much fun at one point. But what was that? Oh, a fun fact about the East thing, though, Chris, is that like
Oh, I've been there a lot.
our perception. One thing that I've been looking at recently on these crazy learning websites is that like Cleveland, Ohio is
Is
farther
Pornhub a
east.
learning website?
Yeah, that's it. I learned this on RedTube.
These crazy fucking learning websites. There's Pornhub. I learned how to not fuck.
Cleveland, Ohio is farther east than Tampa Bay, Florida.
Yes, it is.
And Pittsburgh is farther east than I think Orlando,
And that was information you thought you'd never use.
which is right on the almost to the complete East Coast, literally. But because it's a fucking circle, our shit's thrown off.
Fuck yeah,
I'm obsessed with this shit lately. Like another one is Reno, Nevada, is farther west than Los Angeles. You're laughing, and
He showed it to me. I wouldn't
it's
believe
true.
it. He showed it to me, and
It's
it's true.
insanity.
Like,
So
go on
look
your
at
phone and
that
tell it. It's crazy.
because California goes like that. Anyway, geography.
Why aren't there girls just surrounding you right now?
They're on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Why in Reno?
There's models galore in bikinis. Way
Fucking
below
20 got in my head with this fucking geography.
He starts rattling off capitals, and I'm almost there.
How you doing? Pull my hair and tell me what's north of South Dakota.
How are you doing over there, Iron Man? See ya.
Good, man. I'm glad to know that. That's the best one you do. Good one.
Speaking of sitting on a joke, look at this guy, fucking 40 minutes in.
I'm just glad I got that information, Tony. Now when I take the citizenship, guess what? I'm going to pass it.
I love that.
Citizenship. Here we come.
All right, let's get another comedian up.
You really want to get citizenship, keep that microphone next to your dick. Yeah.
Your next comedian's name is Brett Banta.
My name is Brett Banta. I have 3 daughters. They're half Japanese. Their names are Kiyomi, Mina, and Aya. They're karate kids. Sweep the leg. But Daddy, we're at IHOP. My daughters are always mispronouncing words. They'll say penis when they mean peanuts. And it's always when there's cops around. They'll say, Daddy, give me more penis. Now I just feed them almonds. Isn't that nuts? I have a twin brother. He has blonde hair, blue eyes. He looks like a movie star. I look like a POW. I don't sleep very well. I don't really brush my teeth. And I like crying out for help. Do anything for my twin brother, I'd take a bullet for him. Also have a half brother. I'd take a bullet for him too, but only from the waist down.
That is a minute.
Thank you.
That's usually when you would say thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
There you go.
Brett, I like your cadence. I think you have an interesting style to you.
I like your material. You look incredibly frightened. And I know that's part of being. How long have you been doing this?
Almost 2 years.
Okay.
How often? When you say 2 years, like
I'm trying to get up like 4 times a week.
Really?
Multiple mics.
No. Are you nervous though? Are you just kind of working that angle?
No, I'm nervous.
Yes. You look like you're the video where you're telling people like how well they're treating you now that you've been captured by the enemy. Like that's the kind of demeanor I'm getting from you. And it's like your material's really funny. But you look so frightened up there that I don't want to laugh because I'm afraid you're going to pull a weapon out.
Yeah, I feel like you have a bomb under that shirt.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm exaggerating to an extent. You're just like, and it's like,
Start drinking.
I don't know, but
I think that's a really one point is I've been sober pretty bad drinking, but I don't want to bring everybody down, but I've always wanted to do comedy, and when I got sober, it takes a lot to kind of get up on stage.
absolutely.
right.
Cough syrup.
But just
I love cough syrup.
stay, you're funny though, so have like, I can tell you are funny. So take that with you on stage. And you gotta kind of have this I don't give a fuck attitude.
Yeah. When I have like a cold or I had the flu once, I went up and did open mic. My twin brother was like,
I'll tell you what you should do.
Sorry, no.
No, you don't have to apologize. But what I'm saying is, you're funny, and as nervous and creepy as you are, slow it down.
Yeah.
Because it's going to help you. Because you were slow that night, you had the flu. You were just chilled. And that'll help you breathe into communicating with the people. I get a hand out of the pocket, No, because I used to do it too. I mean, I still do. And
It was the worst.
And it's a shitty habit, Once the hand's out, you'll start working on your posture, but you have good jokes. And if you slow it down, they're going to hit even harder because you're blowing through some of the laughter. And if you pause long enough, they'll realize it's okay to laugh.
Trying to work on pausing.
Right. Yeah, but and slowing it down is also another way to show confidence that you don't have.
And then I know it sounds weird, but you have to be pretty deliberate, and to you it's gonna sound all kinds of fucked up, like you're talking to them like they're stupid. But you have to realize these people don't know what you're saying. Even though you think they know, They don't know the words that are about to come out of your mouth, so you have to give them time to take them in and figure out what they mean.
And it might, and the way you deliver a joke, it might take them a minute to even realize, oh fuck, this
Not a literal.
this is no, but give them a beat.
Yeah.
Because you're blowing through where laughter might be.
Okay.
You have nice lips.
Thank you. There you go. An equal opportunity harasser.
You're super funny, man.
Yeah,
Super
totally.
funny.
Seriously, you are very funny. You really have 3 daughters?
Well, see, that's how good you are. We totally bought it.
But you know what's funny? What you should say after that joke is say, I was kidding. I don't have 3 daughters. The one that's fake will be the other. Use the other name. Yeah, just but just say, I'm lying. I don't have 3 daughters. And then what was the first name of the daughter? Yeah, Kiyomi is made up.
Yeah. That's great.
That's why I have an apartment.
Yeah, and I would lose
I know how to work
If you have a real Japanese wife, congratulations.
That's awesome.
Did she help you get out of the POW camp?
Do you have another job?
I'm trying to figure out how to make ends meet and still go up every night.
Good, man. Just keep writing and,
I love that Chris is asking for another beer to Josh, who's on the other side of Brett, and he just wants a drink so bad while Chris is holding up his glass. Like,
Listen, I'll have a beer too. This show's driving me to drink. Yes, sir.
I'll have another Hinchcliffe.
and
Hinchcliffe.
it's a Crown
The
Royal.
fact that you're sober is driving me to drink, so that's good. Your set was successful.
The only thing I would lose with no hesitation is that's just nuts part of that thing. Like that noise that you heard when you heard that, like that's sort of what.
That's silly. That's
Yeah, but if you're gonna sit in it, I mean, if you're gonna do it, fucking sit in it and just bathe in it.
Yeah.
Go,
Yeah.
that was awful.
Right. Yeah.
Because I do that shit all the time. Like, I'll make a terrible joke. The truth is, if they don't laugh, do it again. Yeah.
Okay, let them know that they were right.
That's hilarious.
That's what I do. I'll tackle something 3 or 4 times till they really know that I think it's good. Then they'll realize they should be laughing.
Brett, I love your style. Thank you so much. Brett Manta, he's on Twitter at Brett J. Manta.
Pretty mature.
One more geography fun fact that I forgot to mention earlier is that Detroit, if you travel directly south from Detroit, you end up in Canada.
100% true. I looked at
Not everybody knows that. Did you hear that noise that the crowd made, you son of a bitch? So no, you're wrong, Mr. Voice in the Darkness, hater guy. Everybody knows that.
Geography hater.
Yeah.
Hater of America.
That's the guy that tries to steal all my geography puss that I try to get. Your next comedian is Dan Lawler, everybody. Here he comes. I wonder if he's any relation to Jerry the King. It's gonna be Dan Lawler.
Hey, any more Jerry the King jokes, or we do those all last time?
Hi guys, how's it going? Good? Great. I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you guys. Check it out. Coffee was originally discovered because in South America, goats would go and eat the beans, and they'd start jumping around, so the farmers would know it was good. Bestiality was discovered because goats are damn sexy when they jump around. Right? So the farmers know it's good. Guys, that's the goat's fault. Because, you tried denying a horny goat some dick. Not gonna go well for you. Labia, you know what I'm saying? Labia. Labia is actually both the plural as well as singular form of the word, like deer, So if one of your friends just mentions deer labia in casual conversation, they'd literally be talking about an infinite number of woodland vaginas, right? It's a lot of deer pussy. It's possibly too much Bambi box to even consider, but just watch your ass, watch your labias. Thanks.
I gotta tell you. If you could get your material to catch up to your delivery, you'd have something because you have such great confidence and your brain's working. And
You didn't like the jokes, though.
I didn't even. You lost me.
I didn't hear a. I mean, I'm not saying this to be offensive, but I didn't really hear a punchline. Like, I heard a lot of, like, you're saying funny things.
Funny words.
Funny words.
And Kurt's absolutely right. Like, when
I mean, I was
with
into
the
it.
vaginas,
You had a
you're
lot
going to
of
get
words
somewhat of a laugh.
You had a ton of funny words. They just weren't in the right order.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it's like, I know everyone wants to be alt and shit, but, like, a joke requires a punchline. Like, that's just how it is. And in order to have a punchline, you gotta have a setup. And in order to have a setup, you have to have words. And so that's just, it's math. And so, like, you're going somewhere. We just need to get there. That's all.
That's exactly what I meant.
And I know we only have a minute, and you may be going somewhere. Where I mean, if there's somewhere you were going with, is there a big punchline that we didn't get to?
No.
Yeah. So it's like we're on a journey, but we need a destination, and that's what a punchline is.
It'd be like, you could use that as a setup, but like that could be a long setup, and then the punchlines would need to come now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
fucking, I was reading about coffee and goats, and there's a lot of fucking going on in Brazil.
Right now, I feel like
then you lead into something.
he made
Why
out
do they
with
fucking
me.
goats? Because they dance. They're fucking dancing because they drink coffee.
Yeah.
But I'm into labia. If you goats have labia, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
see, now that joke works. And for $5,000, I'll give you the order of it. No, but you know what I mean? It's like, fuck, you have great confidence and a great voice. You just got to tie it into something so it's leading something.
Yeah, just sort of tied together two bestiality jokes to do the minute. So, but yeah, maybe they
Which isn't a sentence.
Well, maybe you don't need to tie two bestiality jokes together. You should just work on one.
Yeah.
Or have a bestiality chunk and just work it all together.
Or a coffee chunk. You decide what you're feeling.
Right. Or just
No, I really think the coffee chunk would lead into the bestiality chunk.
Yeah, you always
Just
gotta have
for
coffee
knowledge.
before you fuck animals.
that's
Yeah.
as well.
You want to be alert for that because they're kicking.
Oh yeah, the goats especially.
Yeah. I'm from Kansas. Trust me, I know. When you fuck an animal, you need to keep your head on.
And I'm from San Diego, so when you drink a lot of coffee, see, it's just two different worlds.
And then once the humans are drinking coffee, they want to fuck the animals more. So the two things just keep feeding into one another. The goats are jumping more. The people have more energy to fuck.
Yeah. I'll tell you
Our
this,
job is to confuse you to the point where you don't remember if it was ever funny.
We're there. That's where we are.
I can tell you this: don't get a girl stoned or she won't fuck you. That's all I got.
And then the labia thing, I mean, so labia is plural for labia, so there's no such thing as labias.
Right, no, labia is.
Or a lay-by. Wow.
Right.
But where did the labia come in? Because it sounded like you just threw it out there. Is it because it's a funny word?
Yeah, it's like a random just transition. Sometimes like if
So your labia is your transitional word?
Yeah. Well, if when I do a longer set, I'll do like a little labia rap.
Labia is my safety word, which is really confusing.
In West Hollywood, it's not.
No, not WeHo. No, you say labia, that's just a fucking buzzkill.
But I will say this: if you're going to have a transitional word, don't have one that just confuses people and makes them wonder if they missed something earlier.
And we don't need transition. Like, we're in this MTV society where you can literally just stop a joke and start the next one. And the audience isn't going to look at each other and like, where's the segue? I didn't know where are we going? Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, as soon as you start that first statement, they're like, okay, now we're talking about bestiality now. Like, they're fine. You don't need to lure them in. You can just be like,
It's almost better to have nothing.
Yeah.
Because now you know they're listening.
Yeah, like that was sort of halfway between the two different ways I would normally do it. I'll either do like a labia rap for 5 or 10 seconds, or I'll just say so labia and just
We just saw you had Tourette's.
Yeah. I have a labia rap.
Is that
It's to Coolio's Fantastic Voyage.
you have a rap song about labias?
Yes, and it's to the tune of Coolio's Fantastic
And you do
Voyage.
too?
Slide, that's bad.
I almost
Are
passed
you a
out
rapper?
just then
A rapper
for
as
some
well?
reason.
You do some rap?
Joke raps. Not like real raps.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll do a rap battle.
You look like a member of Drive-By Truckers. For the 8 people who know
Hey
that.
man, you have a good delivery and you're confident, you're cool. Just
Yeah, just
instead of a labia rap, just wrap up one of your
Rap
jokes.
the joke.
What? We're all family here. Shit, I wish I had someone like me when I was your.
Maybe there's something in, mentioning
Cut
that.
you tomorrow doing a fucking labia coffee animal fucking joke to
Son of
such
a bitch.
You're
Yeah. Maybe there's something in mentioning that, that you know a lot about vagina, but not the types of things that other people know. Like you're a master of vocabulary
Yes,
and
it's
things
the
like
shit
that.
it's the shit,
Right.
the shit that you're interested in. I mean,
Well,
then
where
it
does all
becomes
this-
a cool joke.
Yeah, I mean, I have other jokes about vaginas. I have other jokes about words and things. So, right.
I just happened to put together 2 PCL jokes to make this minute.
Well,
And
where
I don't
does
think
all
it
this vagina knowledge lead you? I think that's what we want to know as an audience.
It's on a fantastic voyage of pussy.
See, and I want to hear about that. See, like a joke should have a big da-da, like at the end of whatever. And, it doesn't have to happen right at the end of every sentence, but at the end of the chunk.
Yeah,
There's
and a lot of times with the labia joke, the woodland vaginas, the infinite number of woodland vaginas will get a big laugh.
Right, and I could see why that would be, but again, that's just funny words. It's just woodland vaginas. It's funny together. I mean, that was the first thing I thought of when I heard that. I'm just like,
That joke
that's the epitome of not a joke. I mean, it's just really 2 funny words. You're just saying woodland vaginas, which is a great trick to do in between punchlines and setups and things.
And in Oregon, you don't even have to say woodland vagina. You can
No,
just
it
say
goes without
vagina.
saying. If you see vagina, you know it's woodland.
It's from the
True.
woodlands, yeah.
True. And they get their hands on that coffee. Anyway.
Is just having foreplay with an animal illegal, or is that still considered
No,
bestiality?
it's all illegal. Like, you can't even fucking ask a goat out anymore.
I mean, if you
Sons of bitches.
it's like if you kiss your own dog longer than a minute.
Somebody kicks in the yard.
The rule is can lick you, but you can't lick it. That's the rule.
Different states or different times, like you're allowed to kiss your dog for 3 minutes in West Virginia, but in California.
Oh, in West Virginia, you can marry your fucking dog.
Are you funny?
As long as it's not, you can marry your goat in West Virginia as long as it's not the same sex as you, right?
Yeah.
Isn't West Virginia the exact? What angle is that to a different city?
Now, believe it or not, West Virginia is actually east of most of the country. They should call it not quite as east as the other Virginia. Dan Lawler, thank you so much. That's at the Dan Lawler.
Thank you, Dan.
That's fun. Maybe along.
Fucking funny word.
I think it's is it a funny word?
No.
I don't think it is. Lady is a beautiful word.
What about pussy lips?
That's the most American you've sounded this whole time.
What about pussy lips? I'm the Mexican patriot.
You ever see pussy lips so big it look like 2 stingrays hugging?
Yes.
There you go.
I lost you at pussy lips.
Brian loves those kinds
It's
of
not my
lips.
favorite, dude. I don't like that word.
Labias.
Pussy.
I don't even say it. I don't
either. Like, it's fun when, like, at the heat of the moment where girls say
I don't ever say it. I just point at it. Give me those stingrays.
Put your hands together for Free Wiggins, everybody.
I was back there reading my Star Wars novel. Not paying attention to the show. I decided going full retard is to white actors what going full slave is to black actors. Like,
So good luck, 12 Years a Slave, because you're not gonna win. You went full slave. I actually cannot watch those kind of movies like 12 Years a Slave because I don't want to hate white people that much. I still need you because I'm not famous yet. Like, I got a screener of it and I only made like 10 minutes in before I was just like, yeah, this is gonna make me never want to see a white person alive again. Like, it's the same reason why I can't watch The Color Purple. I don't want to hate black men that much either. Every morning when I brush my teeth and I go to brush my tongue, I start to gag, and it makes me wonder, like, how come I can suck a dick so expertly, and I cannot brush my teeth without feeling like I want to gag a whole pizza or a whole burrito.
There you go.
I thought that was just the sound of you gagging up.
That's a little bit what it sounds like.
Were you really reading a Star Wars novel?
Yeah.
That's pretty hot.
Awesome.
Exile, Legacy of the Force series.
You know, the Tropic Thunder reference, Tropic Thunder wasn't the most famous movie, so I don't think a lot of people in here got the reference. I did because I saw the movie and I think it's fucking hilarious.
Yes.
But I was watching out of the audience and I don't think a lot of them quite understood. So if you're going to do that,
It's a new bit.
yeah, you might want to preface something or I don't know. But even if you reference the movie, it doesn't matter if they haven't seen it. So fuck that. But I don't know. It's it definitely got awkward. Mainly because of all the white people.
And I think if you gave examples, I think you're sort of painting a picture when you say the whites playing
Well, yeah,
retarded people.
I have a longer sort of version. Quite do because
But at least have a couple
I decided to switch.
Right.
Throw an
I think
example
you
in
gotta-
there and throw Gilbert Grape in there, just
Right.
something so we know that
Forrest Gump, Gilbert Grape, you can hit anything, but you got to sort of just, because if you're only mentioning the one side, the one example, and if you, I feel like if you don't compare the two.
Well, it wasn't working, so I switched gears.
Well, that's
I decided to abandon it in the middle.
Yeah, but we didn't know that.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I would
I figured I would
don't
include
abandon too soon because the punch might be right around the corner.
Right.
We don't know that it's not supposed to be funny yet.
and some of the
Yeah.
biggest
No, it went very well downstairs.
some of the biggest punches come after the
A lot of
biggest
things downstairs.
silences.
Yeah.
Like that's what's great about what we do is if you say something completely outlandish, something where the audience was like, "What the fuck," and then you follow it with something that ties it all together and is hilarious. It pays off tenfold.
Because the audience, they don't want to be uncomfortable.
No.
So they'll be uncomfortable for a minute, but then they're fucking hoping you say something to let the room get their air back.
Right. But the second that you switch topics, because you're abandoning
You left it hanging.
then we know that you were done with that. But up until that point, and you're still blowing up this balloon that if it pops creates laughter, but then you're just letting go of that, letting it fart away, and then picking up another balloon. You know what I mean? Where that balloon had air in it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, all the white people in here think they're racist.
Right. Totally.
Yeah.
We feel really
People
guilty.
did 2 centuries ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
The fact that you watched 12 Years a Slave and could only handle 10 minutes a slave, I mean, that's a joke. There's a joke in there.
oh, there it is. Yeah, that's definitely funny.
And you can do it. I can't. Because I tried it, you know. Because it's like I saw 12 Years a Slave. After 4 years, I got it. You know, I can't do that joke.
And the fact that you're the type of chick that's reading a Star Wars book, you know, I mean, there's so much there.
I have a lot in there
Awesome.
that I've been doing for a while.
And you're easy to listen to. You're easy to look at. Just I would trust that you can make that funny at any minute.
Yeah, it's newish. I've only been doing it like a week or two, so.
But I think the key to making a joke that doesn't work is finding out what the audience is into. There's obviously some sort of logic bridge that you're not helping the audience cross. So it's finding out what that is.
And I also think there's a ton of examples.
That was very affectionate.
Well, I just want to let him know that he's on the right track and that I'm about to interrupt.
Yeah.
But it's just like you have all these examples of white guys playing, mentally challenged.
Yeah, so
You get Sean Penn, you get everyone, and they all get Academy Awards.
Yeah.
So, and then the black guys who, play the slaves. I think it sets up a good world, but you didn't set up the world, so we were just scared.
Yeah, you just assumed that we'd all seen Tropic Thunder and then we would get the reference. And that movie didn't do her well in theaters.
In Color Purple, 80s, right?
That's 90s.
But I feel like it's like, even if you've never seen the movie, like, it's like one of those, like, I've never seen Braveheart, but I get the references.
Fuck has never seen Braveheart. What the fuck you doing? Reading Star Wars books in the back of comedy clubs?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I've never seen Braveheart, but I can like never take our free. Like, you know what I mean? I figured it was on that.
But to some extent, you need to relish in the audience liking you a little bit. Tom does it all the time.
Yes, one of my
I literally need a living out of it.
Yeah, and I know you have only a minute, and we're sitting here judging you, and it's fucking weird. But that's the environment.
And it shows you that these 2 minutes after the joke, we see your twinkle and we see your charm. But during the jokes, but we didn't see it in the joke.
Yeah.
In the joke, it sounded mean and bitter, and you hate me.
Like we're all sitting there, like that was a long time ago. None of us. I know you all. And in the Midwest, you have every right to be because all those people still hate you. But
San Francisco, I'm very,
Yeah. Like out here, we all don't give a fuck.
for a different reason.
We just get high and fucking Uber places.
And we're all.
And what was the exact comparison of the white retard and the black slave again?
That's a
It's
trauma.
it's like there's sort of an SAT phrase question, like going full retard is the white acting going full retard.
In Tropic Thunder, Robert Downey Jr., who's black at the time, has this whole conversation with how acting you can't win the Academy Award if you go full retard. Like Sean Penn did it, he didn't win. Forrest Gump won, but he didn't. He was dumb, but he wasn't full retard. So that's what she was referencing.
And you got into trouble because you thought there'd be a laugh there. And the thing is, that's a hell of a setup.
Yeah.
The laugh's not going to be on that line because it's so good you're getting people thinking. And then you start giving the examples.
And plus, just the word retard really freaks people out nowadays.
Yeah.
Also.
Oh, they need to get over there. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, what I would recommend doing instead of saying retard is just going, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'd get out of the habit of telling rooms to get over it because they won't.
No, I mean, that's just in this conversation.
Mongoloid is a better word.
I think that's more offensive than retard, I think.
No, it is. That was the joke.
Yeah, which is, but also Mongoloid's, I think that's more.
Well, and here's, listen, I don't know if this isn't CNN, but
It could be if it gets any.
retard is confusing. It means to slow down, and that's where it comes from. So that's why, when people say you're retarded,
I mean,
it means you're
if I
slower.
did what you said about, giving the examples clearer, then I feel like I could say full retard because that's sort of the.
Absolutely. Just don't assume that we've seen Tropic Thunder. You kind of have to explain that point.
Yeah.
Just say transgender instead.
Killing you right there.
The views of Brian Redband are not the views that Clee.
So did you say full retard and then full slave and then right?
Yes.
So now, then tie in full Monty just so that you can maybe get someone laughing.
I'll test drive that and see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you're gonna go full retard, full slave, when everyone's uncomfortable, then you bring in full Monty and
That's a good save. I like it, Kirk.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
There you go.
But you know what I mean by at least let them know that you're gonna get to a joke.
Gotcha.
And do you literally have a joke about your reading a Star Wars novel? Or do you just have jokes about being a nerd?
I just sort of have jokes about being nerd, that reference in Star Wars. I have a joke.
Because I think it's funny that you're literally reading the book Star
But
Wars.
if you can tie your Star Wars into how good you can suck a dick. Because you mentioned that, right?
By the way,
Yeah.
when you say expertly, Is that, did you take a test?
This is just based on
Full expert?
From
other guys?
Yeah.
Like guys that finish me like, you're an expert at that. Like,
I more base it upon their.
And I'll tell you this: if a guy's getting a blowjob, he will sit. You are an expert, and we all are. Fuck, I can't. You are an expert. I've never done that. Holy shit! You are one of the best. Do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
I do what I can.
See, I do it the other way. I'm like, you know what, you should work on that. And I give them notes.
Yeah,
and then that's maybe why you're locked out of your apartment.
We'll be right back.
I love it. Lee Wiggins, everybody. There she goes. She's on Twitter at Clee the Pimp. That's Klee the Pimp. Fuck yeah. You guys
Change
ever...
lives.
Now, Kirk, you probably heard this question before, so
Probably.
I guess
So you
I'll
don't
just
even
ask.
need to ask it.
I'll ask Chris.
Oh, okay.
I always ask everybody that is on the show this question. Do you remember a joke that you did when you were very first starting out doing stand-up that you're embarrassed about? That's like short that you'd want to share?
No, it's not short. I used to walk up on stage to Notorious B.I.G. It was all wasn't ready to die. It was the one where he's a baby. There's a baby on the cover. No, I thought Ready to Die was the one with the purse.
Life After Death is yours.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there was Ready to Die. Had that Notorious song on there. Notorious. Yeah, I would walk out to that, try to get everybody to start dancing.
And you're brand new at comedy, so you're literally less notorious than you've ever
I'm
been.
like, dude, you guys want to get naked? And then I would take my shirt off, and then no one would get naked. And so then I would stop the music. I go, okay, here's my impression of a greyhound, because I was like $130, 6'5", and I would get up on a stool, like on all fours, and suck at my gut, and you could see all my ribs and shit. And it might have been the most devastating. Like, it would kill. And that's when I realized how bad it was to be why strippers did drugs all the time. Because even it was just my shirt, but you still have to be in the mood to do that shit. And some days you're not in the
My
mood.
first joke now.
You do?
I do remember.
That's a great shirt, by the way, Chris. What's yours, Kirk?
My very first joke, I just remembered it because it was, they had those commercials. It was like, Kotex Fits, period. And I was like, fuck, I should get into advertising. I could do that. It's like, Charmin Soft, asshole. Then it's like, Trojans Fit, dick.
That's amazing.
And Vagisil Works, pussy.
Wow. That's a great... There you go. That's the most positive heckle I've ever heard.
Thank you so much.
To interrupt the show.
Thank you so much. Security.
Security is going to love this
I might
next...
have to work that joke back.
Oh, it's amazing, by the way. Yeah, I was totally just about to say that. Is that, a lot of the times, sometimes you'll find something that's so hilarious and they forget how funny it was, and when they say it, they get that. Anyway, that's a hilarious one.
Cut to I do it 12 times in my next set.
Yeah. Cut to Chris Porter later tonight in the original room with his shirt off, just sucking at his gun. Just worked 12 years ago. Right. Now it's the descended belly.
Yeah.
Or you're doing the full slave, full retard joke.
Right. That's what we really need is a slave retard. That guy's gonna win. That guy's gonna win everything, right? Fucking if Forrest Gump and Bubba Gump.
That would be the worst
That's
slave
Jamie
ever.
Foxx, right?
Don't pick cotton.
Oh yeah.
Stop peeing on shit.
Jimmy Fox could play a blind retarded slave. I know that.
That could play the piano. But not very well.
You get an Academy Award for that.
Your next comedian goes by the name of Al Gonzalez.
Congratulations to the United States hockey team for winning over the Russians. Apparently, Putin was so upset he put his shirt back on. My friend asked me if I was upset that the NSA was listening on our phone calls. I was like, bro, I got Metro PCS. I can barely listen in on my own phone calls. I got into an argument with a white supremacist. That was pretty intense. At some point, he said this to me. He goes, just because you're Mexican doesn't mean you're tough. Folks, I was very confused. I didn't know whether to be insulted or thank him for not stereotyping me. So I said to him, you wouldn't like me when I'm Mexican. And then I stole his job and impregnated his sister, Chupacabra. Thank you.
Big Al Gonzalez. Big Al just featured for me in San Jose this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Wow. What are the odds of that? That's so cool.
yeah, and he did a very great job.
Did he do more than a minute?
Yeah, most of the time. He did 25 times longer than that, which is a lot.
That's awesome.
Then we would get super baked and drunk and listen to rock and roll music.
Did the improv in San Jose?
Yes.
Are you from? You live up there?
Originally from San Francisco, yeah.
Did you go to the Dap House across the street?
I brought my own weed.
They were giving it out.
Yeah. A dude at the San Jose Improv handed me so much hash that I couldn't hold it all in my hand and I spilled onto the floor. And we were just picking, like in Cincinnati, we would have been arrested handily. Like, we're just picking up grams of hash off the floor and I'm just putting them in an envelope, like,
That is awesome.
yeah. So
how long you been doing stand-up?
Several years.
What does that mean?
Several. Yeah.
more than three.
Yeah, since 2006.
Do you enjoy it?
I love it.
Do you ever get scared of it?
All the time.
You're you're the very old school, like just joke, like, but I'm not saying that as a slam. I'm just saying that's what it is. Like, it's like, here's the setup, here's the punch, here's the joke, and it's just boom, 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 boom. And there's something to be commended for that.
Yeah.
It's like, Tony and I go up, or Kirk and I go up for 30 minutes. We have to remember 6 things. And you have to remember 48, probably. Just because, and Hedberg had to do the same thing just because his jokes were so short. His set list was 89 items, right? So I really did what you do.
Are you happy where you're at with it?
I'm never happy.
Would you like to work some stories into some of that as well?
I mean, I do.
But he's got more than a minute.
Yeah.
He does do stories.
I write a lot of setup punch jokes like that because I know in LA I'm only going to get 3 minutes a lot of the times because I don't have TV credits, I don't have a movie credit, but I have a lot of the longer jokes that I've been writing that I've been working on for quite a while. And when I got more stage time like I did this week with Chris, I'll do those longer bits where it's like a whole 5-minute bit, where it's set up, punchline.
My advice to you here in LA especially is you need to do the stuff that's close to you. And if you're doing 3 minutes, write a 3-minute piece. The thing with the jokey jokes, not that the jokes you write aren't great and not original, it's just that there's not a lot of voice behind it. And when people are looking for comics to book for shows and book for hours and shit like that, they want a voice, they want a point of view that's different from others. So you need to showcase them.
And I'll tell you something. I used to do a shitload of joke, those quick little snippets. And then one day, I just took 5 of them and weaved them into one story, one little joke. And then suddenly it dawned on me like, oh, fuck. You can take 5 jokes that are in the same ballpark and weave it into a little story. It'll blow your mind because suddenly you're telling a story and then you start adding little things in there and then you start hearing your own voice as opposed to jokes. Because when you're just doing jokes, they're fucking jokes. They're just well-constructed jokes, which they are. But even Mitch, he was doing these jokes, but he started connecting them, and he'd get those little moments in between. It's those moments in between the jokes where we find out who we really are. So take 5 or 6 of those little snipers, fucking connect them into a little story, and it'll be exciting.
And it's just like, it's like the music we were listening to. It's like music music we respond to is the music we can attach ourselves to. And the comedy is the same way. The comics you really glom onto the comics, and you're like, I can fucking have a beer with that guy. That guy knows where I'm coming from. And so your audience wants to know, where's this guy? I like this guy's jokes. Where's he coming from? You know, that's why like the music you love is because this guy's saying shit that you know, he's putting words to feelings.
They want to know who you are. They want to feel your vulnerability if you're scared.
And when they feel that, and when they know that, and when they feel like they're invested in you, that's when they start following you and wondering where your next performance is. Because they want to know what you have to say. So just show them that. I mean, you're a great joke writer. Show them, show them who the guy is that's writing the joke. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's for me. That's been something that just recently happened within the last year.
And it comes like, trust me, I found out some shit about myself I didn't like, and it's like it's kind of a therapeutic thing.
Oh, we're all learning.
What we don't like about it.
Very funny job, though, Al. Thank you so much. Al Gonzalez. He's on Twitter at Big Ass Comedy. You actually got that Twitter handle, huh? At Big Ass Comedy. That's that guy, Al Gonzalez. That's pretty good to be, be able to do comedy, feature around Cali, 7 years in.
Especially San Jose. There's like a small theater.
Yeah, Christie's.
Made more money than we did this weekend.
Oh, put your hands together for Kill Tony favorite, Kevin Christie, ladies and gentlemen, saying hello. Very nice. We also have another friend of the show that's here tonight who's going to do a spot right now.
We get to judge them?
Yeah. Well, awesome. Yeah, whatever we've been doing, whatever you want to call it. But she is an awesome friend of the show. She had her first stand-up appearance ever on this show, and she's been back a couple times since. It's always fun. Put your hands together for Missy Martinez.
Fitting, very fitting. So I never realized how much me doing porn affects my day-to-day life. Besides not being allowed 50 yards from this school, I can't go to heaven, and my vagina looks like a twice-baked potato now. Just little things. I go to the movies, and someone needs to get up in front of me. I just put both my legs behind my head. And it's convenient, but it's really awkward at funerals and family functions. And then even little things, like I go out to relax, like with my girlfriend, she took me to the spa, and they said it was time for my facial. So, of course, I immediately dropped to my knees and stuck out my tongue and started Korean lady not to get it in my hair. Yeah. So, I'm not allowed back at Tiffany's shopping for pearl necklaces.
Fantastic. You know what I love about the way that you do it is you always make sure that you set up who you are and what you do first, and that gives that fun perspective, and then the jokes follow that. I mean, that's sort of like what we were talking about staying in the same sort of storyline and pocket, and she's talking about that. Those are funny. What's another one like that? Pearl necklace.
I did dig it. And it was funny when you walked up with those pants, the first thing I was like, we should talk about it.
My jeggings?
Well, the thing is, like, with chicks, man, it's like you're in sexual beings, and so it's like, especially with dudes, like, if you go up with pants like that, like, we're all just staring at your legs and your vagina and shit.
I consciously made a decision to pull it completely hard.
Yeah, but so did I. I could see your vagina.
You made the wrong fucking decision. No matter where you want to get in comedy, but you're making the wrong fucking decision.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, my point is really, like, you want them to focus on the words that are put out. And it's like, and there's so many things that can be distracting. Like, I see the same thing with comics of worded correctly, and I'm like, you're fighting the audience wanting to talk to you, right? And so, like, if you use the wording correctly, they're going to be looking at each other from that level. Yeah. Totally. And it's the same way, like, if you walk in with those pants, your jeggings, they're still like, can you see your fucking vagina? Can you see your fucking vagina? And it's like, but then you go up and you're wearing a shirt that's filthy, and then you're like, I'm a porn star, and you're immediately talking about your vagina is like, looks like a twice-baked potato. That's fine, and it's hilarious, but now I'm kind of looking at it going,
right. Even if you were wearing 10 pairs of sweatpants, when you say you're a porn star, every guy in the room is going to try to find your vagina.
Yeah. So
you could be wearing a snowsuit, and we would still just look for a few seconds.
Maybe that's just so well.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe just wear.
I do suffer from chronic camel syndrome.
the pornography.
That's something that we've never been afraid to share that with female comedians on this show. Is that because it's just an honest fact of life. Is you want to, you can walk a line, and I could tell that you tried with the shirt.
I did.
It's probably hard to cover up a lot of the magic that you have going on, and yeah,
Yeah, what are some of the? There's some other tags that you can use, like you said, the pro.
Right, almost like an ATM, like if there's something.
Yeah, a cash machine.
Right.
To mouth,
right.
Yeah, or
But I think the key.
Yeah, like I always just cash my checks because I refuse to even go to an ATM. Like if that's something that.
Well, and I think, but also you need to limit the number of tag lines. Like you don't want to have a giant 8-foot tail on the back of your joke. Where you're just like, here's the joke, and now here's 97 other taglines. Like, let's narrow it down to the 3 best ones of the 97 we have, and then just nail those. And if they're still laughing, then maybe nail out a 4.
And do you have a lot of jokes that aren't porn related?
Yes.
Get rid of them.
Get rid of them.
Okay.
Right now, I'm focusing on bringing the porn stuff to life because as I have an interesting perspective that no one else has.
Absolutely, and it's usually captured on camera.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
try to project your voice also.
Okay, I try to be more like this today.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not.
Yeah, that's another thing you can't do without guys immediately.
You should talk like this and just, see what happens.
If you can just do this a little more while you're talking.
Listen, you're funny and you have a great delivery. And
and your stage presence is great.
Yeah, totally.
Just wear some pants. I'm not like, I fucking can't stop looking.
My dad was right.
And I can't remember. Did you?
did he pick out that top?
Did she move
This
the?
is me.
Did she move the mic stand, or did it
I
stay?
know. I moved it.
You did.
Oh, yeah.
You should try to find a way to put the mic stand inside of you instead of having to move it off stage. That'd be just behind it.
Yikes. Hashtag yikes. Missy, always funny. Awesome stuff.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say, I love how she left the mic after that, just flaccid.
She's done.
Yep. Got the money shot and out.
Fluffer for that mic.
That's Missy X Martinez on Twitter.
Good job, Missy.
Heck yeah, another.
Is that your fourth time? Third time? Third time.
Awesome. Fantastic. And what's cool is that.
Natural.
What's that?
She's natural.
It's true. Yeah.
And if you could fuck on film doing jokes on stage,
Yeah. It's
so
true.
cocaine.
Son of a bitch. We'll be right back. We always have 2 regulars that go up at the end of every show, and it's always fun to watch them grow. They do a new minute every single week. This week, put your hands together for you. You know her from the Kill Tony podcast, and also she's been on a couple dysenteries recently, right? Yeah. We love her goofy sense of humor. Put your hands together for Sarah Wineshank, everybody.
Went to a mall. Wasn't fun. It was a big pain in the ass, actually. Had to find a parking spot. Had to try to remember where I parked. It was 5B. Had to create a riddle in my head to remember where I parked. 5, like how old I was when I lost my first tooth. B, like a butt. I'll remember it now. And then I get into the mall, and there's so much going on that I can't even remember who I am. I don't want to eat Wetzel's pretzels. I don't like Cinnabon, guys. Sbarro, it's not for me. Sweet Factory, could take it or leave it. What about the Sunglass Hut? I don't like the Sunglass Hut. I'm always afraid that if there's an earthquake, I'll be trapped in a mall. That seems like the worst place to be when the big one hits. Just like the referee for Foot Locker running looking for safety. Still doesn't seem like an ideal situation. How come?
The noise you hear when Brian forgets to hit the kitty at first.
No, I did. 2 kitties.
Oh, you did? Oh, I missed it. I didn't see Brian.
I didn't even hear the kitty.
Yeah, I haven't heard the kitty all night.
I promise you I did.
No, I believe you. I just if nobody hears it, if nobody hears the kitty in the belly room, then what's that?
Did anyone hear the kitty?
I heard one kitty.
There are 2 people
Looks like Congress right now.
not hearing.
A tree falls.
Hey, I admit I just like pressing the bear buttons anyway.
Of course.
I really
love
dig your persona, man. Like, you came up. I've never seen you, first off. My bad. Like, I just thought you came up here and you owned it. Like, you were like, and the way you said it, like, it was all very, you were saying sentences that are just setups, but they were funny just the way you were saying it.
You should. There was parts though that I was like the sunglass hut. I wish you would have went into why you don't like the sunglass hut. Like what? Am I on vacation? But I'm in a mall. Like there should be because you just said like in sunglass hut. I hate that.
Yeah, there's so much mall stuff that I want to talk about.
Maybe it's like you don't want to be seen there. See.
Yeah, I don't want to be seen there.
Sunglass hut?
But if there's so much mall stuff, just pick a couple.
Right.
Of the shit in the mall and expand on it. But find the
there's
stuff
something
in the mall
goofy
that
about all
pisses you off
those.
the most.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it's a minute, so there's not a lot of time to get real expansive. But, you know, there's shit there. You're definitely one of the strongest characters of the
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, are you really that angry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sensing that.
I just don't like a lot of things.
How old are you?
26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is true.
You know, and I told you this last time. Like, I really think if you can be sweet and still hate all that shit.
I was thinking that. I was thinking I was being sweet tonight.
No, it still comes off angry, which is cool. But to me, you know, we're friends, but it sometimes feels like a character.
Like jarring.
Like you're trying to be tougher than you are. You can be pissed at everything and just be telling them a matter of fact. Because the way you look and the way you dress, I think it has more effect if you just say, you know, I hate everything. I hate it all. And then have it build. Because if you come out right away and you're that angry, there's no place for it to go. And I always think with you, it's a funner climb. So they at least see you for a minute, and then they were like, "Why is she so pissed?" We'd like to find out why you hate everything.
So
why do you hate everything?
Build up to it a little more. I just don't like malls. That's like one of those things.
Well, then that's how you started. It's just like, fucking hate malls. Everyone in here hates malls, but you know.
No, that chick definitely doesn't.
But I always think you're so funny and your brain's always working, but I'd love a little.
Do you ever go back to 5B?
Climb, right? For like the roller coaster?
Yeah, I was planning on it.
Right. No.
Yeah, 5B, because then I can't remember it, even though I thought of like this whole complex thing of how to remember 5B.
Right. Maybe there's things that annoy you that maybe it winds up so that by the time you get back to the parking lot, you forgot the parking spot. You can't remember whether
you can't see. You couldn't even see your car because you were wearing 4 pairs of sunglasses. You know, right. It's just like you buy shit so you get out of the mall.
Yes.
Like maybe that's your angle. Is like everyone's trying to sell you shit and you just buy it to shut people up. I mean, you're funny as fuck.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Sarah Weinstein. She's at Princess Shank on Twitter.
Very funny.
Yeah. And we're in together for Kimberly Condon, everybody.
Hey, so when you guys were younger, did your parents ever do like magic tricks with you? You know, just like little joke ones? My dad did this trick one time where he vanished, and that was the whole fucking trick. He just vanished. I mean, like, he was around for a while, but then he decided to switch careers, and his friend introduced him to fishing. And you know that saying, give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, but teach a man to fish, and he'll move to Cape Canaveral full time and stop paying child support. I don't know, my childhood was weird, you know, like, My dad didn't let me watch rated R movies because he thought they were too violent, but he didn't have a problem hating my mom. But like, I think there's advantages to growing up in a household with domestic abuse, because like now I have cat-like reflexes, you know? Anytime anyone starts yelling, I run to the nearest TV and put the volume under it.
Oh, an extra loud kitty. That's awesome. I love that. I think that especially the Cape Canaveral fishing, like I love that. And I think you could probably sell that magician joke from the top if you tried a little bit harder. I mean, I think it would be more like, my dad was sort of, whatever, in your own words, but you want to sell the fact that he was a good magician. Like, he was such a good magician that, in fact, he made himself disappear.
Okay.
And I haven't seen him since.
Right.
I have a huge problem with rhetorical questions in comedy acts because my philosophy is, are you not going to tell the joke?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you guys remember when that? No, just like my dad was a magician. He was such a great magician. He disappeared. We haven't seen him since. Like, that's the joke. Like, and when people ask me a rhetorical question, that's the question I ask them. It's like, if I had never seen that movie, were you not going to tell that joke? And they're like, no. Well, then fuck it. You don't ask. Just go. Yeah.
That was an awesome minute. I can't wait to see what you and Sarah Weinshank do down in La Jolla on March 1st when we take this on the road to the La Jolla Comedy Store for the first time. They're both going to be there. That's Kimberly Congdon. She's at Kimberly Congdon on Twitter. Thank you guys so much for being on this show. Anything you want to promote coming up, or your actor talk?
Netflix special just hit last Saturday.
Oh,
Chris Porter.
Wow. You came out with the new
I
House
will
of
be on Kill Tony podcast
next week.
Okay, next week catch me there.
An extremely huge thanks for Jesus Trejo. JESUSTREJO. That's at Jesus Trejo on Twitter. Truly one of our funniest friends. I can't believe I could even get a stand-up comedian so awesome to goof around and want to play around with such a funny show like this. Missy X Martinez, thank you so much. Thanks everybody for coming out. Eric Dallas, Chuck Geico, Martin Yates, the love of my life. All right, thank you so much. Red Band, I'm Tony Hinchcliffe. Thank you. March 1st, La Jolla, San Diego. Tony Hinchcliffe. There's a backpack here. Hi, everyone. Hi, guys. How exciting. Another fun Monday. We're here. It's episode 39 of Kill Tony, everybody. That's what's happening. Yeah. So much fun stuff. We're going to La Jolla this weekend. Yeah. That's exciting. We're taking it on the road for the first time ever.
This guy, actually, I just read this Facebook. He's like, hey, I see that you're in La Jolla for the weekend. If you want, you can stay in my sailboat. It holds 4 people. I'm not using it. It's right on the water. And then I was like, who is this guy? And then he's like, he's a private investigator. Now I'm thinking like, he's just hiding cameras in his boat so he can watch me fuck or something. What should I do?
I think you should take him up on the offer. Really? If he's a private investigator, it's good to have a guy like that on your side.
That's true.
If you turn him down, then he might start. I mean, if he's a private investigator, then he can already look through your windows.
Yeah, I guess so.
So you want to keep him close, and then this way you have a private investigator in San Diego where you might need it sometime.
That's true.
Should we talk about the other possible thing, Sandy?
San
Diego?
Is that? Yeah, I think we said that. But Comic-Con 2014 will be at the American Comedy for 2 shows and another San Diego's getting all the Kill County love right now.
Yeah,
Comic-Con 2014.
That's a pretty big announcement, right?
And I'm thinking that last year, I mean, we've been there for the last 2 years, Death Squad has, and last year there were so many people dressed up as Iron Man, like with like the missile rocket launchers and stuff like that. So if you know anyone that's listening that goes to Comic-Con that has an Iron Man costume and wants to join Kill Tony
Army.
Yeah,
we're gonna have an army of Iron Men.
That would be so great, right? And if not, maybe a couple fans.
You can get tickets to Vancouver and Seattle and Portland
right now at DeathSquad.tv. All tickets went on sale. We're gonna be in Vancouver for 420, and we're playing a casino, and it holds 300 people. This humongous fucking like.
We get to do that. Speaking of the Iron Man and our always, the Iron Patriot left us about a month ago, and every week we have been replacing the Patriot with a different type of Patriot. We've gone through, the Iron Gatriot, Justin Martindale, the Dark Patriot, Willie Hunter, El Patrioto, Jesus Trejo was last week, and we're going to keep the diversity going. Tonight, we would like to introduce to you right now our first ever female Patriot, everybody. It's the Iron Hot Chick. That's right, Josh, get on it.
Yeah, grabbing the boobs already.
There you go. Josh, fix the mic.
He's nervous around her.
Amateurs.
There you go. He's so nervous around a female Patriot. Look at that. Damn.
Josh, come on.
Josh, get on it.
Now, is it the Iron Patriot or the Iron Sex Pot? What could it be? What is it?
I think
It's all of them?
Fuck yeah. You can call her anything you want, people. That's how open-minded the female Patriot is.
Thank you.
She just farted. Wow, those are some interesting sound effects.
Thank you. I'm patriotic.
I love it. Well, you look fantastic. It's so nice to have a little bit of female energy over there rather than the creep.
Turn the fucking mic up.
Turn it up, guys. Right?
That's what this means.
We're in together for the running around producer of the show, Josh Martin, perhaps the worst producer in the history of anything ever. All right. He's truly really unliked around the Comedy Store, and we decided to give him a shot, let him run around and work things here, and he just spills drinks when he drops them off. He fucking set her up for failure. So there you go. So let me ask you something, Lady Patriot. Did you, I heard a rumor that you sent a song in. That was something that the Iron Patriot would normally do, and he would sing.
I wrote it myself. All that jazz.
Awesome.
This is actually a song that I've seen her do before, and I love it. So this is going to be a treat.
Yay!
What's the song called?
Mouth on mouth fucking.
Mouth on mouth.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the Lady Patriot.
Let's see if this works. And it doesn't. The internet here at the Comedy Store, by the way, is getting fixed, I heard. No, they don't. They have a dial-up here still, I think, like that. But here we go.
Hands together for the female Patriot, everyone. Come on, representing all women. Who said that they can't be a security guard for a podcast? That's a woman. Josh, are you gonna bill my this shit, Josh? Guys, give it up. That is unbelievable. I love how the voice that she's singing over in that sounds more robotic than the actual voice that's coming through the voice box. Hell yeah. Okay. That was awesome. So, fuck yeah. What do you guys say that we get this thing going? We have our new head of security for tonight, the Iron Lady Patriot chick.
Iron Sex Bot.
Yeah, she's a wild one. So let's get into it. You guys know what happens. A bunch of comedians sign up. Me and always two guests talk to them afterwards. And this week's no different. I have two. This is both of their, I believe it's both of their third times on the show. They are two of truly the best guests to have on this. Two of the funniest pals that I have. Put your hands together for Rick Ingram and Kevin Christie, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. You can smell the boners up here. Fuck yeah.
It is boner central, man.
For anybody with a robot fetish, it's going down tonight.
Also just women, if you're into women.
Right, that too.
Or Jerry's and Laney's.
Jerry and Laney are here. Put your hands together for Jerry and Laney, everybody.
I got married to that beautiful lady on this very stage about 7 years ago.
Wow.
And Jerry obviously was maid of honor or whatever.
Is that during a ding dong show?
Yep, during a ding dong show, and I think Jerry ended up registering as a sex offender by the end of the night. Very weird, as always.
So it's so fun to have you guys back. I know that I guess you've both been on. Well, it's been a two-person format. What do you guys think of the Iron Patriot or Lady Patriot?
She's way better. Way better than the original. Way better. Yeah, the original Iron Patriot just scared me. He bummed me out and frightened me and was racist.
Yeah, it was very creepy how racist he was.
I guess Doug Benson had a live show last week, and he showed up, and they wouldn't let him in. Was he dressed as Iron Patriot?
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm supposed to be on the show.
weird,
And they didn't let him in. It seems like they're making good decisions.
I mean, there's a giant trash can screaming by the door. He wants to come in. Is it cool? No.
Well, I actually heard, and this is really funny. I don't know if I even told you this part, but somebody tweeted at me that the reason why they really wouldn't let him in was because there's no standing room. It's a seat-only theater, and he can't sit down in that suit.
It's a fire hazard.
Yeah.
He's like an upright speed bump.
Yeah, what would happen if there was a fire? Like, if there was a fire here when he was here, you'd be dead. There'd be no way.
He'd be yelling, someone carry me.
Yeah.
Well, and the other problem would be all of us throwing him directly into the fire. Which would be my first instinct. Yeah. I'd risk my own life, you know?
Lady Patriot, do you have any questions for our guest? That was something that the original Iron Patriot always did.
Hey, boys. I was just wondering, Rick.
Yeah.
I'm listening to the podcast. You do it for the county store, right? County store podcast?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't done one in about 9 months, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad you're an avid listener.
Thank you. I admire it. Okay. I was just wondering, what's it like now that you're married in Benefactor County?
That's an interesting question. Not sure at all what that has to do with the Comedy Store podcast. But, no, I mean, my comedy is me talking to people in the crowd. So as long as my wife doesn't sit there, it doesn't generally come up, I suppose. But, yeah.
Good question. How about that? How about for Kevin?
So, you also have a podcast.
I do. She's good with starts.
She's exactly like the old Patriot.
She's like a rabbit. Quick at the
So,
beginning.
you have a podcast, right, with
Nick Youssef. Yeah.
and it's really good.
She
What?
Canadian?
You like it? Is it fun? Good time?
All those things. They like it, good and good. Yes. I mean,
That was the best question that the Patriot has ever asked.
yeah. Do you like that?
Do you like things and stuff?
Yeah, I feel like we know why Pierce Morgan is not getting renewed. Because we got a new interviewer in the house. Alien.
It's the iron and sex spot wearing underwear.
What? Yeah, I have underwear on.
Is it patriotic?
Definitely.
Can we see it?
You want to see my patriotic underwear?
Get on stage and do it.
How Brian has this kind of how Brian pulls this shit off. I have no
That happened
idea.
so fast, dude.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Zero to creep. Or not well done.
Oh, wow. Same underwear the Iron Patriot wore. Amazing, they fit everyone. One size fits all. America. Beautiful.
America! And I have bush because I love pussy. Okay?
Yeah. Whoa.
Ew.
You have a full bush? I thought just a full bush.
Yeah, like a woman.
Wow.
That is very valid. Actually, like a woman, you're right. Yeah, it's valid.
I haven't seen one in a while. Can you show us?
Oh my god.
Brian.
All right, let's get this thing
Not
started.
with me. Not while I'm here.
Now that everybody has red, white, and blue balls.
Damn it, that's you son of a bitch.
A bunch of people signed up. You guys know what goes on. Comedians get 1 minute of stage time. They know that their minute's up when they hear the sound of a kitty.
Wow.
I mean, the whole production has really gone to shit since last time I was
Top
here.
shelf.
Way more bush, which is good.
Top shelf.
People used to try sometimes and everything, but you'll hear the sound of a kitty. And then you don't want to run that light. That means that's your time. Because if you go much longer than that, you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear.
It just sounds like wind.
There you go. It sounds like an episode of Wings.
Just like, like a lot of wind. God, I wish it sounded like an episode of Wings.
I feel like if you go over, you should play an episode of Wings as punishment. What's Wings? Is that an old show? It was the
Tony Lube.
Yeah, it was the terrible show that the writers from Cheers were like, "Hey, we can just take this concept and put it
Hayden
in
Church is a mechanic.
Nantucket."
Yeah, it was about a small airline.
Wow.
Yep.
Listen, it was classic comedy. It was on USA, right? Why do I feel like they showed repeats on USA?
Chris
I think it was
Luke's was on it, I believe.
All right, that fat guy.
Yeah, that fat
The mustache. That's always a winning recipe.
If you're fat, you gotta have a mustache.
Your first comedian tonight, everybody, doing a minute of stage time is Jake Beck.
Almost there. I will not take a shower in a room that smells like shit, mainly because I don't want to breathe in those poop particles that are responsible for the smell of shit. There's just a contradicting feeling that you get when you see a toilet right next to a shower. They don't mesh. It gets people to take a shit and then have a really hot and steamy shower afterwards, and I'm sure that some people skip wiping and they wash out their leftover poo in the shower. All in all, I find this to be a hijacked dilemma. The smell of shit mixed in with the shampoo you just used just doesn't mesh. If you took a really big and really mousy turd and then right afterwards you had a really hot and steamy shower, those airborne poop particles that are responsible for the smell of shit will mix in with the steam and it will soak into your walls, and that is why you'll have a random instance later that day when you smell shit but you don't know where it's coming from. Worst of all, it's coming from you, and you are your last suspect because you showered. Wow. Huh. How much actual time was that?
That was about 40 seconds.
Okay. It showed up as 58 on. I downloaded it on iTunes and all that. I recorded it, got it on iTunes, and it showed as 58 seconds. It was somewhere in the time range.
It reminded me of a hybrid of Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High and the Micro Machines guy.
Actually, have you seen one of those videos on the internet where it shows a guy just drawing really fast, like and trying to sell you something? Like, this is how like stomach acid works, and then that's why your voice sounds exactly right.
It feels like you're gonna get hired as the guy that says the stuff really fast at the end of radio commercials.
Yeah, you were the ramifications of leasing a Toyota.
2021, 18 and over.
Yeah.
Were you nervous? Do you usually speak with this quick of a pace, or you
just trying to meet the time frame.
You didn't want to hear the bear?
No, I didn't.
At some point, I was impressed with the memorization.
Thank you.
Going fucking fast, and it's obviously written like it wasn't.
Yeah.
But I thought to myself, I
the crowd missing a lot of this.
No. Yeah, it's probably better.
The moment's way better if I just,
And it just delivery-wise, it stayed the same the entire time. It was just like you started and then just like went the entire time and then stopped. So it was hard as listening to tell which parts you have decided were more important for me to listen to.
But you also have like very definitive surfer stoner kind of cadence, which I have never heard spoken that quickly.
Yeah, I've never heard that fast.
That's awesome. Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like, you've been smoking pot all day, and right before you got on stage, you're like, time to do a bump. Let's do this.
Like kind of slow.
Do a little crystal, and get up there and knock this thing out.
I mean, I think what Rick's saying is like, I don't like completely lose your ability to go fast. There's something kind of odd about it, especially with the way you talk.
Yeah.
Like the fact you could be the only motivated stoner of all time.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. I got weed to grow. Like you're freaking out.
So big turn out.
Whoa, I guess that's what smoking weed for 8 years will do for you.
Okay. Look.
She is already great.
Already fantastic. Okay, we saw her underwear. She just did that. I mean,
so far.
But yeah, I just think you almost wasted a lot of the things you were saying because they went by so fast.
You defy the stereotype of Jakes, though, which I like.
What is the stereotype?
Most Jakes in
That's what you
general.
did right then. The way you said, "What is the stereotype?" What is the stereotype?
Generally, Jakes are, pretty close to retarded in general. Like, no one ever's like, dude, my buddy Jake is the smartest.
Yeah.
It's probably wasn't it?
You gotta be my buddy Jake the scientist. That's not a thing that happens.
Oh my god.
Jake Ryan, no, 16 Candles could do.
Great dude.
It's because of that fucking Jake and 2.5 Men, wasn't it?
Luckily,
because of that fucking kid.
Luckily, don't watch that show.
Yeah.
Good.
And I don't comedy in general. I wouldn't bring it up.
Okay. Good stuff. I wasn't going to. How long have you been doing stand-up?
I just moved here about 2 months ago, and I just from Colorado.
Okay.
Wow. Look, can we discuss what appears to be the baboon heart inside of your chest there? There's some sort of an elevated. Is it that you keep it on?
Oh, your side pocket?
No, this is just my wallet.
Oh, okay. Smart. You're the comedy show. That's smart.
Yeah. I wanted to clown it, but I'm like, not the worst idea. Considering where we are.
Yeah, sleep out there. But yeah,
Big Jake.
yeah, I got a 42-minute album on iTunes. I just thought I'd hit the ground running, going into LA.
In 42 minutes, I guarantee you could do 70 minutes of comedy.
Yeah.
You have a 42-minute comedy album out?
Yeah, on iTunes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The Jake Beckman mindfuck.
Fuck yeah. All right.
And wait a second, you've been doing stand-up for how long?
That's so Jake. 2 months.
Wow.
January 5th.
Wait, 2 months. Stop. You've been doing comedy for 2 months and you dropped an album 2 months ago?
Yeah.
God, I feel lazy as fuck.
Just thought I'd hit the ground running.
I can't wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new Louis C.K. Give it up for him.
All the time.
That's hilarious how fast he put out an album, too. You just must sit at home with piles of cocaine everywhere you go.
Just marijuana, dude.
That's one thing besides maybe definitely I agree with everyone. You definitely did slow down. You blew past so much stuff. I was just trying to figure out what
Yeah,
you're
maybe
talking
try an indica.
Yeah, maybe
That's what I stick with, man. Yeah, that's all I got. That's what I smoke.
and
The particles, though, is a nice touch.
Thank you. I thought it would be.
also don't forget the microphone stand. Just slowly try to put it behind you when you go on stage. Because you're one of those odd things, but like it is distracting. Stare at it. It's like these guys are like in their sideline, which is a bummer. They'll just get it out of their way.
I guarantee you're the first guy to do a 42-minute album with a mic stand left in front of him.
Well, I still got to get that stage time experience, man.
Imagine Pryor live on the Sunset Strip. You just quickly I like his priorities, though, from what he just said. He said, you got to get the stage time to learn where you put the mic stand.
All those little things.
You don't need stage time to drop an album. Right. Just like, before I do this on stage, I'm going to make an album real quick. I gotta know, what's the album called? Like, I gotta be reminded and look into this, because I want to just fast forward through it here. Don't fast forward it.
That's the Jake Beckman mind.
You'll think you're fast forwarding through it when it turns on. Anyways,
slow it down.
Yeah.
And how do you spell Beckman?
B-E-C-K-M-A-N.
Is that your Twitter handle too, Jake Beckman? Or is that spelled differently? Because you spelled it differently on this.
It's Beckman with M-A-H-N because somebody fucking stole it and I had to use the
So
H.
wait a second. Your actual name is Jake Beckman, but you have the Twitter handle Jake Beckman with an H between the A and the N in man.
Yeah, because somebody stole my.
Why did you like Jake Beckman's
Oh my
comment?
God, that is the
Somebody
Jake
took it.
Beckman I've ever heard.
The real Jake Beckman.
Somebody fucking took it.
They took it. You mean there's another guy named Jake Beckman?
Yeah, there is.
This guy Steve.
Somebody's just fucking stealing my identity.
And instead of
Steve
just,
Davis went with Jake Beckman, so I'm fucked.
instead of adding a number to your actual name, you decided to throw an H in the middle of your last name.
Come on,
Make it
like
German
you're
or French or something.
Come on, Jake Beckman.
Made your birth certificate a liar. Hey, do you guys want to play a little sample from his?
Oh yeah, let's just hit a random. This is great.
Just give me 3 minutes, man.
We'll try legalized cannabis. Just do a little iTunes
I feel
preview
like
of
this is
this.
going to sound like Alvin and the
The solution. Unfortunately, our society and living practices are promotes common sense anymore, so either a good amount of people won't know what the solution is, or you will agree with me. This solution can provide a marketplace with more food, medicine, clothes, plastic, paper, structure.
Well, you're talking slower in it, though.
And what I like about it, I have an audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you guys drop an album and charge 99 cents a
It's a
track.
little Spicoli when you slow it down. I'm just waiting here. Those dudes are fucked.
Why an echo track? You just make it sound like you're in a place with less of an audience.
Right.
No, again, it's important. First guy to do comedy from space. No crowd.
But yeah.
This is primarily just to protect my material, and then just also to have just something to show to the agents, to show them that I have something established.
Jake, so that's what you
I
said
love
to
you
me.
already, but no one is stealing your material. Better not.
I like that you couldn't help but mouth it as it was playing.
Yeah.
Like you had this thing
along.
along.
I just let you went Britney Spears on us.
Yeah,
real
you
quick.
totally were like,
It's just encoded into my brain.
But you can do that 42 minutes again, exactly like that. Is that what you're saying?
Probably just as fast as I just did that. Coming up on stage
and go.
Yeah, okay. I'm really picky when it comes to choosing the right job. That's a bad question.
And stop.
Oh my God. All right, Jake. What a first impression you left on us. The first comedian I've ever seen to drop an album before starting stand-up
cannot
comedy.
wait to see where this leads.
Yeah, solid gold.
All
right. Well, thanks, guys.
Jake Beckman, everybody.
Beckman.
He's on Twitter. At Jake Beckman.
Oh, it's Jake Beckman.
With an 8
That's
between the
Jake
A and the N.
Beckman. It's Jake Beckman Town on Twitter for no reason.
They never taught Jake numbers.
There's a hidden Alan Beckman on Twitter. Add a 6 in the middle.
Well, here we go.
Good luck to this person.
Where's your album next guy?
Antonio Houston.
Give it up for me, because I just found that I graduated. For real. Seriously. So I went to go see my grandmother, and she's like, wow, you're a whole different person. I like the way you are. You're not a nigga anymore. You're a nigger. You're graduated. And I was like, wow, Grandma, you really feel that way? She was like, yeah. The room doesn't smell like reefer or anything. Everything's lovely about you. You're just so beautiful now. Who you been hanging with? I said, well, I've been hanging with different people, different crowds. And she was like, yeah, well, you're doing coke now? Because you had to bump up, right? I said, no, I'm not doing coke. Not just yet. She was like, well, you should try it because it's great. I was like, okay, well, I'll take your advice. Thank you. And my problem is I try to impress white people too much. You know, the first thing I say, hey, my name's Antonio. I like reading, like long walks and everything. And yeah, I'm not a nigger. I'm not a nigger. I'm just an average black guy out here. And I'm just trying to make a living. That makes me feel uncomfortable. Well, comfortable. Thank you.
Yeah, uncomfortable.
Okay. And kudos to everybody that's a comedian.
What did you graduate from?
From being a nigga.
Oh, that was what you graduated from. Okay.
That's
Oh,
what
wow.
Okay.
I remember when I graduated from that.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome. First, I would lose the hat. I can't see your eyes, and I don't think they could either. which that's a big. I mean, you use your like.
At least go King Griffey Jr. and turn it around.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're wasting half your jokes delivery system by having this in shadow. So they just don't get to see. They get to see what you're saying, and they have your cadence, but they lose how you feel about it because they can't see from here. And I don't see any reason for you to have to hide your face, so I just wouldn't hide it. Right. I mean, there's no reason to, unless there is a reason. Yeah, unless you.
The reason is I graduated from being a nigga.
There you go.
Damn, I like that already. It's over on Derby time.
Maybe that could be a part of it. Yeah, turn the hat around as you tell them that you graduated.
It is that is a pretty big difference. I noticed immediately.
Yeah, like as soon as I saw, like even now with it higher up, I mean, like I see your face, like I just get a better sense of you as a person.
Okay.
Yeah, I just not a fan of hiding this.
And again, white people are terrified of black people in shadows. It really scares them. So like now I'm like, oh, look, he's nice. I like him.
Yeah, I guess I would definitely explain or write the joke a little different because I also had no idea that you were graduating from being an N-word.
What word?
Yeah, which one you mean? Nigeria.
Everybody says it now. It's fine. It's fine.
Not everybody. That sounds like a trap.
This is like the whitest panel of all time.
Yeah.
We could get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
As an American, I was uncomfortable with the heavy R. I was like, whoa, slow down, buddy.
There you go. You ever fucked a robot woman before? The best sound effect is the queen, the laser queen at the end.
Thank you.
I love that you wrote the topic down as crazy as family. No, okay. I thought it was alright. You just know Jake Beckman, you know what I mean? Big question. When's the album coming out? How long have you been doing stand-up?
For about 2 years, on and on. But I made a commitment this year that I'm gonna stick with it. Okay. This is my A, B, and C plan. So
I found the "you want to impress white people" part most interesting because you mispronounced Reagan. You're like, I like Reagan. I like that. I don't know if you know that part, but that's so funny.
Did you say reading?
No, you said reading. I thought you said reading, like the.
No, you said long walks, reading.
See, if I could have seen your eyes, I would have gotten that.
Exactly. That would be a much funnier twist. I'm like a white person. I like long walks, reading, Ronald Reagan. That's what he thinks white people like.
Yeah, like that's sort of interesting. Like, what are the things you think white people like that are just wrong enough to be like, we don't really love that shit.
Right. Yeah, whoever told you we all love Ronald Reagan, that's funny. Yeah. And other things that you might think we do. Yeah, that we do. We're all Alex P. Keaton at the end. Yeah. Okay. When I signed the papers to join the Illuminati.
And if you're going to say your grandma loves Coke, I want to know a little bit more about it. Okay. Like, that's just, you can't just drop it on me like, wait, what? Nana loves Coke? Like, I need to, like, whoa. All right. Like, that's the great thing about deciding to talk about your family that you've decided is crazy, is there's a lot. So, like, each person's a bit, as opposed to family as bit. You know, like, you can go, you can stretch everything out, like your relationship with them, your relationship as a young person, as an older person, you know, with them. Like, don't try to paint it with such a broad swath of just making it, my family's crazy. Because we've heard a lot of that over the years, and I think it's more interesting, especially fucking white people we want to know about your family. Like, what's interesting. I want to know about families a family life I didn't experience. So, like, I feel kind of like shortchanged. You're just like, my family's crazy. I'm like, but like, how? Yeah, I want to really know why.
Explain it to me. The Grandma on Coke is a great premise. Yeah. I mean, what does it cause her to do? Is she the only old lady driving fast? Like, what is it that makes Grandma
Did
awesome?
she get gangbanged at doo-wops? You know.
There you go. I know.
It's a great
Grandmas go wild too, guys.
But also, that's like a generation thing where just age-wise, my grandma's dead because I'm way older than you, but your grandma probably was alive during when, you know, the Coke generation. So it's like grandmas did Coke and your grandma maybe still does Coke. So, like, that's interesting in and of itself. Whereas
that's probably why she used to send my uncle to get condoms. So
whatever.
These are now it sounds like white inbreeding, which I'm into. Sent my uncle to get condoms. Lady, you ever do Coke? Just a head. Fuck yeah. Did your grandma really do coke? Did she tell you about it?
Or she thought it was great. But I just, as I got older, I just figured out like certain things that happened when I was growing up because I grew up with her.
Right.
So I just noticed certain things.
Gotcha. That'd be funny if your grandmother does coke, she probably doesn't like use a CD to snort it off. She probably uses like a record or a track.
Still has some she bought in 78.
Right.
Oh, that means it's good. Right, guys?
Great.
Well, thank you so much, Antonio. It's Antonio Houston, everybody. Spirit AG777 on Twitter. Talking about you crazy Antonio.
Spirit, there must have been a Spirit AG already.
Right.
776 of them.
It's a good name too. Antonio Houston.
And
Sounds like, yeah, it sounds
legit.
like it's easy to remember.
Fuck yeah. Adam Driggers.
Whoa, that's the DR word.
Driggers.
Which means frig up.
Adam Driggers with a heavy R.
Hey, everybody got smartphones?
Yeah.
They're tracking us with those, you know that, right? The GPS, they're tracking us. I don't care either. But I like to mess with it every now and again. I like to set it from automobile to walking. So every now and again, Google thinks I'm fast as fuck. Because I'm in my car and I'm like, they're like, he's walking, but he's going like super fast. Let's not mess with him. Have you guys seen the show Hoarders? Great show, great show. Since you've seen the show Hoarders, have you watched the movie 101 Dalmatians? It really changes the way you look at your childhood. That couple had deep psychological issues. Let's just get one more. Sequel. The sequel was called 102 Dalmatians. That's great, Jim. I used to be married. I'm divorced now. I like to refer to my ex-wife as Plan A. Plan A had sex with one of my friends. I was forced to improvise. Plan A turned out to be a real thing.
There you go.
I didn't want that to end.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk either.
great premises.
I would-
Dirty delivery.
I really like the walking smart. I would change it to super fast, like a superhero.
You're right.
Yeah, just like, like that, and it gives them more reason to start tracking you. That you're just like, they're afraid, then now they're afraid you're going to turn on them.
Thanks for giving me that great idea that I can't use now because people heard you did.
No, you're right though. Rick, have I ever taken a tag from you?
I hope so.
I definitely have. That is fucking, I've taken tags from Tony, I've suggested tags to Tony, that is, you have to do that. Don't, to any comic here, there's no shame in that. Not taking tags is a young man's mistake. Like, don't fucking do that shit. If someone, because I'm not going to use it for anything ever, it's just going to not exist.
You would have to steal your joke.
Yeah,
to
so
use
like
that tag. So
I probably have taken 20 tags in my life. Like it's just one of those things that comics do. It's not looked down upon. Don't make that mistake. So I'm not saying you have to take it, but if you like it and you want to use it, take it. It's
absolutely, that's totally a part of this.
Yeah.
Like try it. If it works for you, it works.
And the fucking 101 Dalmatians Hoarders thing's a good angle.
Yeah,
I really like that.
One thing, it's a beginner comedian thing that just happens. And by beginner, I mean like first 5-6 years of doing comedy. Is you ask the audience if they have seen or heard something. Every time you start a joke premise, you can just start the premise because they don't fucking matter.
You can literally just be like, that show Hoarders. Like, if you're in a comic film that haven't seen Hoarders, you're fucked anyways.
Yeah.
So, like, if they're like, no, you don't want to just stop your joke. And you're going to explain within your joke what Hoarders is. Like,
that one's pretty self-explanatory.
Don't engage them if it's not necessary because then you're begging someone to be like, yeah, I fucking love it. Like, now you got to talk to that guy and now you can't tell your joke. So just, like I watched that show Hoarders.
Plus, I really did want to hear more of your jokes, and by asking them each time, it took away 25 seconds.
Right, yeah.
It took out the end of that last one, for sure.
Yeah.
And like everyone has smartphones.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so like it's just not necessary.
And definitely everybody's seen the other things.
Yeah.
And if they haven't, then you mentioned that. It doesn't matter anyway.
How long have you been doing it?
3 years.
And where are you from?
I'm from Florida. I've been here since October.
Nice. You're really good. I mean, like all of your bits were like I really don't have much advice except what they've said because it was comfortable to listen to and I liked your material. So
And honestly, it's easy to add a tag to a pretty good bit. Like when you see like a bit that's not going to go anywhere, you're like, maybe just like you can't. It's easy to like. You're only like when you see there's only like one small thing missing, it's way easier. It's like, oh, superhero would work better than super fast. I just thought the Flash. I'm like, oh fuck, the Flash is back. Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe after you see Hoarders, you realize that what's her name, Cruella de Vil, is more of a good guy trying to break that shit up than the villain that she's been painted to be this whole time.
Yeah, these two supposedly nice white yuppies that have 1,000 dogs for no time.
House smells like shit.
I mean, it's got
House smells like shit. House is made of shit.
and that should totally be in that too. Since you're connecting those two things, I'd spell out the stuff that you don't see that you would have to do to support 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, just unravel that film. Like, thank God they didn't have any fucking kids. It would have just been slave labor shit shoveling.
Right. And the trough that they must be eating out of. I mean, there's no way each. Do they have their own? I haven't seen it since I was a kid. Do they have their own like bowls and shit? I guess it really doesn't even matter. I mean, they left
If
out.
you really want to dissect that joke, they only had the dogs for like a day. They weren't really their dogs.
they didn't all come from the same dog either, did they?
No, they were rescuing all the dogs in the city, so Cruella de Vil couldn't kill them. So
Why were they all Dalmatians? That had to be some inbred shit.
she wanted a Dalmatian coat. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
really into this movie.
Class, okay.
Amen.
She's a beautiful, stylish woman. Everyone should have her.
Don't ever have a different Patriot than this one.
Yeah,
Honestly,
so far
the winning Patriot.
And now, just out of curiosity, just out of curiosity, is your joke in your head based on the cartoon or the live action film? Glenn Close. I've never seen the live action, but I guess it would fit more. But live action, written by John Hughes. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
That guy doesn't miss.
He wrote Beethoven too. Yes, he did.
I really thought he was doing the 101 Dalmatians musical, but I guess I was a little confused. Nothing on that. All right, made it weird. Jeez. Adam Driggers, how fun. Please sign up again. Your one-liner style and you talking so that we could understand every word that you were saying really helped. And
Shame you don't have an album. I
Yeah.
do, but I have a Twitter.
He's got a Twitter.
That's absolutely true.
Well, look at this.
Adam C. Driggers. That's
figured it out.
Driggers.
Even if there was another Adam Driggers, he just put that middle initial. Look at you.
There is. He's a famous weightlifter.
He's a famous what?
Weightlifter. He's like a world champion
Adam
weightlifter.
Driggers?
And he has a Twitter.
Wow.
I actually retweet all of his tweets.
I have a guy whose name is. There's a Kevin Chris who's a famous weightlifter too. What? We should hang out. I had to go. No. I had to go middle initial too.
And I could tell you two never lift weights.
No.
There's no connection with the.
I like how someone thought that was going to hurt my feelings.
Right. Mozilla over here. Just
come on, get off it.
He should be
Push-up
doing.
contest, first 1-1 wins. Yeah, I thought it was good. Definitely call your first album Drigger, please.
There he goes. It's Adam C. Driggers, everyone.
Man, I liked him.
Yeah.
I want more of him.
DWA Driggers with that.
Those are great ones. Those are great jokes.
The guy was all class.
Straight up.
He even had comedy glasses.
Yes, it did.
Fuck yeah. Brian Dune, everyone.
I hate jogging. I really do. I hate jogging so much that I'm going to start wearing American flag pants. So if my friends ask me to go, I can just be like, sorry, brother, these colors don't run. America! I'm not lazy, I'm a patriot. Thanks for laughing. Guys, I like to drink, but sometimes I black out. I just don't remember anything. And it can be a problem. But I've been beatboxing for 12 years, so I black out and beatbox. Like, for real, I do that. It's probably very annoying. And I also been working on this Jay-Z impression, so I black out and beat like Jay-Z. And it goes a little something like this. Yo, see. Then I drink more. I start getting a little hungry. Yo, your boy needs some Chinese food in this piece. You got any Chinese food in this piece right quick? Your boy's mad hungry. I'm getting horny now. Yo, your boy Hova needs some pussy. All right, your boy needs some pussy. Good night.
There you go.
Great job, Ryan.
Sounds like Jay-Z.
Yeah, the Jay-Z part I liked. It was everything that's ever existed about beatboxing that I don't like. Yeah,
Everyone
it's,
got
it's
it.
kind of like if this were 1989, and people would be like, damn, he's beatboxing. But I feel like a lot of people don't even know what that is anymore.
And I couldn't agree more. I think that the Jay-Z impression is so good, and I don't hear anyone else doing that I totally feel like the beatbox weighs it down.
Yeah, it just kind of got. I mean, I get that you have to like figure out a way to get to the thing, but it doesn't help, and it feels a little too like music-y to me. Like it's like, oh, you just think you're good at this, so you want to show it off a little.
Yeah.
Which the impression is what's going to get you the laughs, and the other thing is just like, oh, I learned this thing in my house, and I want to like show it off a little, which I don't think that helps the joke.
Right. Since the beatbox thing isn't funny, you can use the Jay-Z in any way you want. It might take a few minutes to think of a better premise than the beatbox thing, but I don't even think it would. Like, it just seems like Jay-Z can be explaining himself out of any situation with anything.
Yeah, your inner monologue is Jay-Z for some reason because there's so much rap music for whatever.
So much you could do with that voice, too.
Right. Exactly. So, the beatbox, doing it in a beatbox form is like doing it in a knock-knock form. On stage,
it literally does date it a little. It makes it feel like 90s stuff because there was just a lot, like Rosie O'Donnell used to do like a beatboxing rap routine thing in her stand-up.
Yeah, I don't want to be the guy who closes with a rap song.
And way more chicks probably would sit on her face after she beatboxed.
Damn.
Wait, so I should ground rule double.
We're saying don't be Rosie O'Donnell.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
And the other thing was
that one-liner in the beginning.
One-liner was good.
Yeah. Yeah, you like that?
Yeah. I mean, it's weird. In a minute, you did like three very disparate things. So like, I don't know what the one-liner is going to lead into. It's not like that one-liner about running is going to help you do your JC impression. But as it's a funny one-liner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing with the one-liner is it's like it just exists in its own space, so you can. Right. It's not like, oh, it's good, so put it wherever you want, but it's not unless you're going to build on it. It's just gonna you're just gonna use it occasionally.
Do you do any other impressions other than Jay-Z?
I do a Jesse Pinkman yelling.
Then you can make it that. Then you could even slide in that way by saying that all that you do is, the only things that entertain you anymore are Breaking Bad and Jay-Z. So bobbity bob, weigh in if you want to. There's just ways to go about it that you can
a lot
utilize.
Of people use their more than one impression. They meld them together. They're like, wouldn't it be weird if? Like, I always wonder if this, if Jay-Z was in an episode of Breaking Bad, it would have been like this. And that's how they.
And then those things are funny if they're having a conversation. Yeah, and it's funny.
Also, you might be able to get away with the beatboxing thing if you're doing 30 minutes or you have more time. Yeah. That's why, there's lots of comics that do. They're essentially, stage tricks or whatever as part of their act.
Michael Winslow.
Yeah, if you're doing 5-10 minutes though, then it's just it really does. Like right now, most of what I remember is just beatboxing.
Bummer. No, I'm a comedian.
Well,
yeah, that's part of it. So there you go.
Anything else? Why was it so short?
You beatboxed.
That's what happens when you beatbox.
Well, the first joke, there's nothing. If you had a longer premise that you can go into it or something like that, that'd be great. Because the first joke, by itself, it's kind of weird. Like, there's not really anything I could add to that part. But the Jay-Z voice alone, like they were saying, it's such a good voice. You just need to find a way to just write. Instead of it being like beatboxing, there should have been a longer premise to justify the Jay-Z impression. That should have been the whole minute.
And for the red, white, and blue pants thing, I wouldn't open by saying I hate running, because then you're stepping on your punchline if they don't run.
So make it exercise or jogging. Yeah. All right. Well, then I'm an idiot.
Brian actually is from New York City. We just had him on our boss, and we just had him on a podcast. He's a very successful viner. He's almost 2 million vine.
Wow. You know what? Here's a fun fact. I've never watched one of them.
One Vine? You don't like Vine, do you?
No.
You don't like Canada or Vine?
Listen, here's the thing with Vine. For as long as I have had knowledge of film, the worst thing on earth are short films. So why would I want to watch a shorter film?
Super short. You like animated GIFs, so.
Fuck no.
You know. You don't like.
I like the ones with butts.
Like butts?
Yeah, I like one in the butt.
I mean, you like porn, right?
Sure.
There's porn vines where it's just the girl sitting and it just loops and it never ends, and you can just sit there and just.
Cool. I don't need 6 seconds of anything ever.
What's really cool is that he takes his Jay-Z voice and uses it in his vines, and it's pretty funny. That's how actually.
I could see how that would work.
Like I'll do a Jay-Z goes to a market.
Yeah, see, like in that for Beyonce.
Right. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing.
See, that work, that should be worked. There should be way more of that worked into.
Right.
Because if you're that adept at the voice, it should just be I wonder if this is what Jay-Z did yesterday, and then come up with a ridiculous day for Jay-Z.
Yeah, that'd be a 10-minute day.
Right. Yeah. Huge. And then that's your closer when everything happens and you're sitting on that. And then if people know you from your vines and they come out to see you do stand-up, 2 million's a lot. So if that happens, then make them want it. Sit on Freebird till the last song and turn it into a monster. Cool. There you go.
I don't know about
Freebird. I love how you actually negotiated more time.
I know.
I can see how that's a first.
That's it?
What the fuck?
You guys are making fun of me more?
Yeah, but follow him on Vine also. It's Rydoon on Vine and on Twitter, Rydoon, Rydoon.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you guys, Ryan. Awesome. Ryan, dude. Congrats on the Vine.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was actually the one that showed him, or he learned about Vine through me, and now he's making millions of dollars.
Wow. This guy created Vine over here.
No, I was talking about it.
Told him about the internet.
I think he should go with the last comic, and then that way he could be the Driga man. Oh. Wait. Put them together. Very good. Driga. Hey, I know this guy. It's Brad Sachs, everyone. He was on a couple weeks ago.
Got engaged last year, guys? I did. And in 1 year, I put on 15 pounds. She's fucking killing me. And she's the worst cook, too. I just smoke so much weed to be around her, to put up with her, that I'm putting on weight. And I feel bad. Because she's always like, what do you want? She's so passionate about cooking. She's so bad. You know, ever know anyone like this? What do you want next? I'm like, nothing. I don't want to know. She's like, no, what do you want to say? I'm like, nothing. She's like, no, I'll make it for you. What do you want? I'm like, cereal, bitch. Put it in the bowl. That was, okay. That's fine. When we moved in together, she just went ahead and stopped shaving the bottom half of her body. Is that anybody? You fucking believe that? Yeah, just let it grow. I called my buddy. I'm like, I moved in with Wolverine. I'm quitting this tonight. Forget I'm done with this. It's over. Yes, my fiance's so uptight also. It's fucking I'm like, look, we're engaged now. Can we make a sex tape? She's like, absolutely. Who's going to play you? It's a punchline. Who's going to play you? Thank you, guys.
Oh, jeez. So what happened from last time you were on stage?
With my fiance?
Yeah.
I don't want to say.
No, you got to tell us.
Did she hear it?
She didn't hear. No.
Did somebody tell her?
No one said anything.
But did some things change in your life? Did you reflect on it?
Oh, I did a lot of reflecting. Yeah.
What happened? So what happened the last time he was here, about 2 weeks ago, we had him. I mean, he really doesn't, as you could tell by a different minute than 2 weeks ago that he talked about, he really is unhappy. Yeah. And he's engaged. He's not married yet. And he's been engaged for a year, and he's still putting it off for another year, and he's so unhappy, but he's not jumping out of this thing.
Like you know, I mean, getting the serial bitch, you know, like that's the person that.
Yeah, no, I felt genuine hate.
Yeah? No, it's not. It's not. I play it up for the performance. I mean, there is stuff about marriage that, you know, like I told Tony before. I don't know.
I feel like his wife is at a cooking class complaining about his comedy.
Oh my god.
What did you compare her to? The hair-wise, you said a Wolverine. You said maybe something like what's a centaur or something? Like what's the half horse? Yeah, Mennonite.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. Mennonite? No, not a Mennonite. Not a Mennonite.
Very fine line between Minotaur and a Mennonite.
You said she stopped shaving from what? The waist down?
Waist down, yeah.
Wow.
Which is, you know, sort of true. I mean, when you move in with somebody, shit gets comfortable, you know.
Well, if you're with...
I have an experience.
Yeah, if you're with somebody who really doesn't want you to have sex with them, then that's how it goes. You're right.
That's her plan. She's like, I gotta stop this fucking. I know. I'll just get gross.
Absolutely. That's one way to... People that have... That is an interesting psychological technique, because those are people with real loneliness issues that are so afraid to lose somebody, but they don't want to break it off, but they don't want them to like them that much.
It's getting so deep.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I've heard of this happening before.
I do it all the time.
You're on Dr. Drew.
Have you heard of it? I lived it this one time.
You're right.
I do that though. Like when I'm in a bad relationship, instead of breaking it off, I'll just gain.
You stop shaving your legs?
No, I just gained a lot of weight. Like I'll gain like 40 pounds just to get rid of it.
Just to break up with the girl.
I've done it twice.
It's like a Scorsese movie.
Yeah.
I'm 45 pounds.
Yeah. What move is that?
You don't want to break her heart, but you'll damage yours.
Yeah.
Easily.
You do the anti-machinist.
The reverse Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah. I don't feel like most damn audiences, or at least a lot of times half women, I don't know that they like hearing a guy just future wife quite that much. If you're doing, you know, and you kind of feel like, man, I started to sympathize with her.
Right.
I felt myself taking her side, because I was like, she fucking tries to cook, and I'm like, look.
This fast.
I mean, even if she's bad at it, she's trying. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what's this guy trying to do at home except make up jokes about her? Like, it didn't. I felt like I found myself taking her style, and once you call her a bitch, give me serial bitch, everyone's like, all right.
I didn't know this guy.
He hits her. That's what it makes.
Yeah, you think like, okay, either he does hit her or he's gonna.
It is the classic. That is a beater symptom. Is when you are criticizing the nice things that they do. Like, God, I hate your cooking.
Bring me a shitty sandwich. Like, no one's ever brought me a sandwich in the world.
Why do you mix the whites with the collar loads?
Yeah, she ruined my favorite shirt. She was doing her fucking laundry.
When you said the whites and the color loads, you were talking about sex, right?
Bobby Lee already.
Bobby Lee. Fuck yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah,
I love you too.
it really though it does like they said, it makes even last time it makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, sure.
But then when you call her a bitch, it never like the whole women hating thing that a lot of people just start off comedy like calling women bitches and just going off on them. It's really uncomfortable to listen to.
It's uncomfortable to listen to, and it's not genuine. I don't think you're.
Like if you're gonna go
No,
call her a
of
bitch,
course I'm not.
the only way it's gonna go off well is if they think you're psychotic. So it's like it's your issue, not her issue.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, and to me, the more interesting angle is you love her, but she's so bad. Like if she is terrible cooking, you're like, I love her, but I try to eat it. But it's so like I want what I want to say, but I don't. But if you're actually being abusive, you're like, oh cool, so you're just an abusive man. Sweet.
No, I mean, soften it up.
Make it more about you and not about being angry at her.
Right. And I'm not really not angry. It's.
I think you are.
I just need.
You really are. In that case, after hearing 2 different minutes of you hate your wife material, fine. Then you know what? I'll flip my belief just for you, and I'll say, and I'll listen to you when you say that you don't really hate her. But then in that case, I'll say that maybe you should start writing about something else.
Right.
Yeah. If you don't really hate your wife and you're trying to paint this fake picture, it's not gonna come across because you're talking about hating your wife.
He doesn't really like, so he hates his wife and he follows that up with it's tough being a black guy.
Right.
Hard up here for a minute.
If you're not angry about her, then
I'm not. It's
But you have to be. You have to be. You really got so real. I mean, no, you were like,
I'll stare there like,
you got real 2 weeks ago,
I'm in too deep. Yeah. I'm in too deep. It sure did. You guys lived
It's
together.
happening again.
It has. I could even.
Why don't we call her right now?
Oh, yeah. No. We don't.
That's a good idea.
Would anybody in this room like that at all?
No. We only text anyway. We're.
oh, now you're protective of her. Yeah. Now you want to protect her. Now she's not bringing you cereal like a bitch. Now you don't want to protect her.
What does your wife think of this material?
There's no way she fucking heard it.
She. You know what? She in a week she stopped. She kind of stopped coming to see it.
She
That is
stopped
so
coming to
weird.
other places too.
Is that about the time she stopped shaving, maybe?
But no. She stopped coming. She didn't seem to mind. She minded in a weird way when I would kind of try to take that material and like put it on Twitter or Facebook. Then she minded, but when she would come to a show, because afterwards it would.
One second. You put it on Facebook. You're engaged.
Absolutely.
And I'm guessing her family are Facebook friends with you.
Well, that's why she's like, hey, some of my people.
I think your joke is so funny. My dad, on the other hand, is going to pay for this fucking wedding.
Right.
Didn't like to get my cereal bitch aside.
Nor does he want to know about my vaginal hair.
Yeah. He doesn't want to know that I have a pussy like a Wolverine.
I love how hard you laugh at
My
this.
dad's a little on the conservative side. I know. I don't want to affect your art.
No, we're not knocking Wolverine pussy, by the way.
You laugh so hard every time somebody tells you how stupid.
I know.
Like, you laugh extremely hard at that, which also leads me to believe that what you think is funny is the dumb shit that you do.
Right.
So
That is true.
Maybe there's something in that.
That should be. One of the best. I went and saw the comedian named Brian Regan once, who's one of the greats. He's truly, truly brilliant. And he walked on the stage and he goes, "I'm just going through life, trying not to look like an idiot." That was the first thing out of his mouth, and it summed up his entire act in the first 4 seconds. And then his act from then on was just, you knew what his perspective was. And that's the thing. Like, if you do stupid shit all the time and everyone hates it, but you just find it so funny, so you keep generating stupidity, that's relatively interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the crowd would like it more if you talked about what a dick you are for not liking your wife's food.
Yeah.
As opposed to being like that cunt. How dare she?
And if she wants to come on and do like 3 minutes on Kill Tony and become a regular,
deserves a rebuttal. She's got it all in life.
he comes too fast.
I bet
She's cute and nice and like fucking smart, and the food's good.
Amazing food.
I bet you it's so good. You just have a limited palate.
Maybe she makes your food taste like shit because you don't fuck her right.
Dang.
Damn. There you go.
You don't get snaps like that from the real thing.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
That is true.
The iron estrogen dispenser. There you go, everybody. Brad Sachs. There you go.
Brad Sachs.
Good luck to you, Brad.
Don't kill your wife tonight.
Please don't kill your wife.
Yeah.
This poor girl. I really would like to hear her side of all this.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're seriously, ask her if she wants to do 2 minutes.
See if she can cook for about 25.
Yeah.
We'll bring her in here and we'll be the judge.
We're already on her side. We might as well hear it.
Absolutely.
Or if you want me to come over and test her food out when you're out of town, I'll let you.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
She can either come and do a minute, or she can just make a casserole for the whole
Sounds
rib.
like you can do a minute or less, Mary, to that guy.
That's right. That could also be a thing. Maybe you are a premature ejaculator and she's growing out wig and bush hair all the way to try to get you to not come so fast. That could be a thing. It could be an interesting approach.
Do you think she wants to be a sack?
I don't know. That's a rough last name to take over. Is Sachs.
She's not post-op, is she? No. All right. Brian.
Oh my God.
Brian.
Okay, that was Brad Sachs. That's Brad Sachs on Twitter, spelled Brad S-A-C-K-S. S-A-C-H-S. You know, my last name is Hinchcliffe, and I've been looking at tonight's names like, God, thank God that's not my last name. It's 11 letters long.
Oh, this is in Houston.
Right, Houston was a good one.
Tony, we serve and Tony.
Here's a new one. Everett Fanor.
Hi, everyone. How are you? So a guy snorted. He was on TV. I was really surprised. So I joined in and I snorted the Oreos with him. Now I'm here. Today's my first day doing stand-up, by the way. If you saw me earlier. I said nigger. Everyone looked at me. Inside of her. And the baby was jerking me off. And I was like, shit, I'll come by later and see if I can help you later. You get it? Bye. Yeah, fuck it. How come dinosaurs don't have dicks?
Prove it.
Okay, that's time. Awesome. Fantastic. He's very easily swayed, this one. Everett. Fuck yeah, your first time ever doing stand-up was tonight.
True, your first time? Not bad. First of all, I was expecting like a 75-year-old white man with the name Everett. So that shocked me right away.
How old are you, Everett? 24. Fuck yeah.
24. Sorry. I don't know how to hold the mic. See? No, I mean that's the thing. I mean when I was watching, honestly, it felt like that was exactly what I was like when I first started doing stand-up. None of it's true. We just try to come up with any funny news. You're like, if I found a person, there was a person, it'd be weird. So it's all just like all conceptual, and none of it links together. But like, I fucking love watching people do that kind of stand-up. Like it's just stuff you thought of. Like, it's just stuff you thought of randomness. And in the beginning, it's very, I wish I kept better track of all that weird shit I thought of, like, in the very beginning, because you're so desperate to have material that, like, I wish I could find it again, because it's usable shit. Like, right now, it's just, you're saying anything that you can think of all the time. There's nothing great about it.
Line that got some response, like, I fucked a homeless lady. Probably the punchline shouldn't be about fucking a pregnant lady, because that's a different type of lady. I mean, if you start them like, ooh, a homeless fucker, I like this, but that had nothing to do with her being homeless. Right. Other than, I guess, it is funny to fuck homeless people. So that ain't great concept.
Yeah, you had the beginning of one joke, and then you went into a totally different joke. So I fucked a homeless lady.
You could have got, there's so many things too, if you combine them, like, I mean, at least that baby has a home, you know what I mean? Inside the womb. Yeah. The womb.
Yeah. All right.
Fuck yeah, you know.
She was on her period, but it didn't matter because we just flipped her box or something like that. Like whatever she's sleeping on, you know.
So maybe don't take that advice. But...
Hey, be a gentleman. Get her a new box. What's the fuck?
Right. Get her a new box. Is that Minnesota I hear deep in that town?
No, baby, America.
Wow. Fuck yeah.
But yeah, initially in the beginning, you're just trying to think. It's almost the beginning of stand-up is so interesting because you can literally say anything you want, and it's so. You're like, okay, I can literally think, but like. Start off personal as possible about your particular life, and then don't lose that weird random shit. Because when you find a place in a bit about you snorting Oreos off a baby, like, and it makes sense, it's gonna be like, holy shit! Like, how did you fucking justify that reference? Like, don't lose that sense of oddness.
And for, like, people who know the Comedy Store and comics here, when you came up on stage and just started with a high voice, it's very Barry Diamond of you. It's like it makes people like, what? Why is it your voice? Obviously, it's the way you talk.
Right.
I was about to be real bummed that you were going to talk the whole time. I was like, oh no, he's crazy. Right. Like, but then I was doing a funny thing. But like, yeah, don't. I mean, unless it's gonna be a thing, don't do it. If it's not gonna turn into anything, just go up and talk. Because you weren't super afraid that this was your first time. You felt relatively comfortable. You just went up and talked, and like, I was uncomfortable. Yeah, but you hit it well. But the first few years, you're terrified. But it's how good are you at hiding that terror?
You from LA?
No.
Where are you from?
Orlando.
How long have you been here?
October.
Another thing, and again, this is all stuff you'll learn, but don't cover the microphone up with your hand because that muffles it.
No, I'm a rapper. Part-time.
Oh my God.
So it's like,
all right, well, in that case, when you're rapping, they can't understand what you're rapping. Hold it below the mic part. Otherwise, you're knocking away at just a lot of like where your voice is supposed to be going into the mic. So,
and you're covering part of your face where they're gonna see the like expressions of the joke.
Right.
Like your fist is covering this area. They want to see. Don't cover your face.
and also, comedians are fucking disgusting, and there's been homeless people that have touched that mic. You don't want to touch it.
Wash your hands.
Oh no.
Dude, just literally ate Moonshock's ass.
Oh God, no.
Jesus. Mugzilla, you were putting that on your chode earlier, right?
Oh my God. Oh, Everett.
Maybe start by licking the mic. That got a good response.
No, seriously, don't do that anymore. People have to talk on that.
The filthy people I have seen perform.
I guarantee he would have pulled his dick out after you said that one thing, and I not stopped him after seeing him just lick the mic twice. Yeah, you definitely don't ever want to do that again. It's like everybody talks and everybody spits when they see it or not in the lights, but it's constant spit.
And the last person that used that
spit catch.
Yeah, and the last person used that was the Ding Dong Show. So that was probably in somebody's ass.
Yeah. Mister, you gotta judge the situation.
I'm guessing that Everett eats ass. It's other things that I'm concerned about that could be on the mic.
Eat ass.
There you go.
Hey.
Ew. Okay, Britt, you are slightly crazy. Everett, thank you so much.
No Twitter?
No Twitter, huh?
Oh, all right.
MySpace? You can find him at Tom on MySpace.
Yeah, where do we find the Rabbies you've been?
We got Josh, Alcohol Swatting Me. Oh my God, Everett just knocked over their table.
It was Laney and Jerry. Nothing to worry about.
Is everybody okay over there? Awesome. Fantastic. One more time for Everett Fainer, everybody.
Everett Fainer!
He just started comedy today.
I can't do that. Reminded me so much of when I first started. I had so many jokes that had nothing to do with me. I had jokes about being an alcoholic. I don't even drink. Anything I thought of that made sense, joke structure wise, I would just tell it.
Totally.
And so that period of time is so interesting when you first started. It's a fascinating time.
I used to be really bad at crowds. I would overthink it instead of just communicating with whatever's going on.
Where are you from?
Maybe like once.
Have you never heard of that?
It was never that bad. It was never just
Pittsburgh. That's cool.
It's so true.
Where are you from? St. Louis? I don't speak queer. What? Used to be the best.
Yeah. Well, this is the part of the show. We have a special guest here tonight, too. Whenever she does a minute, she has done it.
How you living, big dog? There you go, big man. I see we have Riser in here. Riser, can you hear me? How you living, big man? Thank you, big man. Playing your dick like it's going out of style. What's new, big man? Yeah, I'll watch it and then we'll watch O.J. Simpson afterward. Can you hear me? You can't hear me. Can you, yeah, can you hear me? Just Riser. Yeah, I'd love to watch it, and then we'll watch O.J. Simpson after. Okay. So it'll be better that we watch it early, and then I'll be able to get my hours back. All right, Riser. Are you ready? Yeah, no, I know it is. Are you ready? I know my chop. I know my. I know it is. I know it is. Just one moment. I'm gonna restart my computer. Just one moment. I'm gonna restart my computer, and then it should be better.